Is that right? Okay, well, who cares? Anyway, hey, how you doing there? Nice to see you. What's happening? All right, thank you, everyone. Hope Portland heard that. Very excited about what they signed up for. Oh, yeah, we made the right decision.
Right.
I got a very interesting email I want to share with you at some point this morning. Terrence. Oh, this isn't it.
Oh.
What is this? Women fire. Oh, yeah. Now, this is a...
Is it a doozy?
Easy, Terry. It's a family show. Buenos dias. Yeah, I have to...
Buenos
I had it
dias.
translated for me. And, it's all about you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Chichis grande.
Muy grande.
Oh, jeez. Yo no tengo. Anyway, yeah, we'll get into this at some point this morning.
That's exciting.
How much I get on my soapbox? It's all
No,
that.
it's not a complaint letter. It's a flattering letter
Stop it.
with suggestive little potential advances. And it's not from a man.
Oh.
What?
It's strong enough for a man.
Oh, I get it.
But written by a woman.
Woo.
All right?
Gotcha. Wow.
Yes.
First ever, man.
So I don't know when you want this, Terry, but at some point this morning, we'll be sharing this with you.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds lovely.
You got a big fan out there that
that's nice.
wants to include you into some sexual activities.
Got it. Interesting.
Yes.
It's not negative, Terry, but it's a threesome.
Yeah. It's
Enjoy.
Right.
It's either one of the two extremes when it comes to you, Terry.
Yeah.
Either I hate her, make her stop, or I want to have sex with her. There's no in-betweens. Okay. All right?
Seem to be, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I look forward to that today.
Oh, there's so much to look forward to today. I don't even know where to start, Terry.
Yeah.
More Comedy Jam tickets.
Woo!
As Comedy
Front
Jam
row.
really starts beating down on the entire listening audience. Are you going to be able to stand it without rolling over with hilarity? That's the question. What's the answer? Maybe we'll come to some conclusion by the end of this program. Probably not. Anyway, we'll come back and get things started for a August Thursday right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
And how about this for a dynamic duet?
Yeah.
Rumor exes Justin and Brittany are reuniting to record a new single. While reports claim Brittany backed out at the last minute, Justin's camp tells us no, he was never scheduled or confirmed to be in the studio with Brittany.
So are they or aren't they? They aren't?
Well, supposedly not. But again,
They can both use it at this point, Terry.
she could, yes.
Justin is starting to slip if you're not feeling it, Terry.
I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling it.
Not at all.
I'm telling you.
He is hot as ever.
Uh-huh. That's what you feel. That's
I
what you
do.
think.
Oh, when you go to his concert, you'll feel his hotness too.
I'm still trying to figure out what to wear. Any suggestions? He looked a hot shot for that. Yeah. Should I wear my
Right.
hot shots like I would wear the formal sweatpants. Let's
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
I'll be wearing my couch around my ass that night.
Terry.
Whoa. Not moving.
Yes, and it fits perfect. Anyway.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, he's got the special coming up on HBO
Yeah.
in a couple of
And he's
weeks.
selling out all his
I understand.
concert
He,
dates.
I have to.
Come on.
I have to give you this.
Sold out a long time ago.
He's like the only. He's like the only act these days that can sell out a concert on his own.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be picking up on the fact, because I'm picking up on the fact that he has hit his peak of his career and is now starting to take the steps down the mountain, Terry.
All right.
You still sell out when those tickets were sold 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
What does that know?
I mean, if his peak was 7 months ago, that's when everybody was buying the tickets.
I don't know when
So
his
you
peak
could have-
exactly was. I don't have a calendar date to
No,
give
I'm
you.
trying to
just-
explain to you your theory, how it works.
Thanks for explaining my theory.
He's explaining your theory to
Right.
you.
Because people buy the tickets a long time ago, not now. Maybe if it was on sale now, it wouldn't sell as well.
I'm not following. Anyway. Yes.
Well, according to the New York Post, they say that Timbaland was
That is-
the one who had everything all lined up to put those two together.
I turned to my Tim's a long time ago, Terry. Hit the pig. Anyway, he did what now? He's trying to set these two up together in the recording studio?
He was going to produce it.
Yes.
A little duet.
But this audio suggests that Brittany may have backed out.
Right.
I can't see why she would do that, Terry.
Because she still loves Justin and can't be in the same room with him.
Is that right?
Yes. And she realizes what a mistake she made with Kay.
If she was still in love with Justin, even though she can't be in the same room with him, she would do anything it took to be in the same room with him.
But
that's the mind of a woman.
Well, I understand that, but you want to be in the same room with the one love of your life when you're all, put together, and she really is not put together quite right.
If Brittany could have one of the two guys back at the snap of a finger, Terry, do you think she would choose Justin or Kevin Federline?
Justin.
Don't be so sure.
Oh.
Don't be so sure.
She's already had the dirty, nasty K fed with
you have two kids with a man, Terry.
Oh, yes.
Two of a man's offspring come out of your VJ, Terry, and it's an emotional situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right? As greasy and as disgusting and loser-like as you may think he is, which may be true and it may not, doesn't factor into the emotions she may have for the man, Terry.
I understand that, but however,
you might be shocked that if Brittany were to answer that question honestly, that the name coming out of her mouth would be Kevin Federline. If she could have if she could have one of the two, thank you for a minute. If she could have one of the two back, and everything would be. Here's the premise. Here's the hypothetical. You could have one of the two back, and everything's going to be good. All right?
All good in the world.
Pretty as good as it's ever gotten for you, which is not good, but it's better.
All right. Then what it is now?
And,
got it.
And you say she would choose Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
And
now, mind you,
K-Fed.
Must be the right answer then.
Well, I heard the music, yeah.
Right. Well, but the only again, I've even said that I think K-Fed should have custody of their boys, mind you. He seems to be the most responsible at this moment in time. But what I meant by the nasty, sexy, nasty sex and all that stuff, that's what I meant. He's had that dirty, crazy sex.
Huh?
He's the kinky one. Justin's not.
Followed none of that.
So that's why I think she'll go with Justin and blah, blah, blah.
She would want the less kinkier, more traditional missionary sex.
Yeah, she realizes that crazy, upside-down, crazy world sex of K-Fed.
She realizes nothing at this point in her life. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, if you could have one of the two for a relationship/sexual whirlwind event.
Oh, come on, really?
Just for a weekend or a lifetime?
I think if you were to answer us honestly, you would say K-Fed.
No.
How to find them?
The two most fertile people in the world.
Tubes tied? Ha!
He'll penetrate right through them.
Right.
It's nothing to him.
Yeah.
You see his little spermies just shoot in there and all of a sudden just start untying the knot.
They're all armed with AK-47s and plasma grenades.
All right. Well, I don't want to ask you the answer to that question because I already know. Anyway, and I know who Stephen would choose too. He wants sexy back.
That's exactly right.
And I know Brittany would choose K-Fed too. So it's a clean sweep, except for the Kilbreath response. Yeah. So the Texas Rangers scored like 30 runs last night?
Yes, I saw that.
You have to go back. You ever hear something so ridiculous?
No, I was watching the news. I'm like, hold up.
And fine, as ridiculous as it sounds, it's still hard to believe given all of history of baseball that has been laid down, that you have to go back to 1897 to find a time where a team scored more runs.
Apparently so.
1897, last I checked, was a little while ago.
Yeah.
All right?
Last I checked, too, yes.
Man. I mean, you hear some of the most wild records being set, and then you find out, you got to go back to 1994. And you're like, all right, well. But this one, you got to go back to 1897?
Yeah.
30-3 was the final score?
Wow.
Texas Rangers just an offensive juggernaut, as you can tell, Terry, all year long. It's only a matter of time before they broke that record. With the big bats in their lineup. Mm-hmm. Terry will break down those big bats for us right now. Go ahead, Terry.
Sure.
And there you have it.
What if you had the under in that game?
I don't think you're feeling so good about your ability to pick sides in a wagering situation. Yes.
What's happening and you lost your money.
Over-under was 28.
How many runs did the Rangers score in the first inning?
I have no idea, but I'm sure it was over quickly. I'm sure your under got blown out of the water.
Actually, it was near the end of the game that they scored.
I kind of don't mind that. I'm sure the over-under was taken care of way before the end of the game, Stephen.
If you want to lose your money, you want to lose it right away. Right?
They scored 5 in the 4th, 9 in the 6th, 10 in the 8th, 6 in the 9th.
Yeah, the over-under was probably 8.
Well, right. No, I understand that. Yeah.
And, it was 3-0 Baltimore at the end of 3 innings.
Jeez.
Wow.
I'll take a parlay with Baltimore to win and the under.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
Baltimore was winning 3-0 at the end of the 3rd inning, and then Texas scored 30 unanswered runs from the 4th to the 9th.
Oh, my gosh.
But Baltimore, second baseman, made an outstanding play to stop that 31st run.
Woo! Good job.
Stop the bleeding.
He made a game-saving kind of diving catch to prevent that 31st run from scoring, Terry.
Yes.
Yeah. So all's not lost.
No, I guess not.
How long was the game? Is there a time on it?
3 hours and 21 minutes. They did it rather
really?
quickly.
Yeah.
By baseball standards, that's not well above average. 3 hours and 21 minutes to score 30 runs.
Man.
5 in the 4th, 9 in the 6th, 10 in the 8th, and 6 in the 9th.
Wow.
A quick flash math. That equals 30.
They'll probably score 2 today.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope so, because playing the Mariners today. Good timing, yeah.
That was the first game of a doubleheader, too, for them.
Mm-hmm. They went on to win the second game. They scored 9 runs in the second game. What went wrong, Terry?
Yeah, jeez.
They
suck.
Other guys were a little tired.
Mm-hmm. Wow. As the baseball pennant races heat up.
Yeah.
And Barry Bonds hasn't hit a home run in a week, but he hit a couple right after he broke the record, so
He did.
he's cruising to, as I told you, would be, when it's all said and done, 803 home runs, Terry.
Yeah.
803, give or take 5, is going to be around where he finishes.
Okay.
Because he's going to play next year. Mm-hmm. And what is he at now? Around 570? What is he at? What did he break the record at? What was it again?
750.
I mean, yeah.
Seven.
What am I thinking?
756, right?
756.
Yeah.
Yeah, 803 may be a little lofty, but give or take. All right, whatever.
Yeah, the guy already put the ball up for sale, so if you want to bid on it, start your bidding.
That's because they're making the dude pay taxes on a ball.
What is up with that?
He luckily catches and he risks his life to get that ball at that moment, and then the U.S. government wants to let him know that he's going to be taxed regardless of what he decides to do with the ball.
How do you get
Lucky
taxed
him.
on a ball? That's what I want.
Well, it has a worth, obviously. It has a value. As soon as you take little possession of the ball, that has to be recognized, and he would have to pay taxes at the end of the year on it. Doesn't seem to make much sense to me either, but
No.
because of that, he says, I have no choice. I'm not paying the taxes. I have no money. I'm selling this ball.
Wow. Jeez.
So it's going to go to the highest bidder. And we'll find out how much that ball is worth. They have it estimated about $500,000. I think it goes for more than that. I think you're going to look at right around $1 million, maybe a touch higher, maybe a $1,050,000, something like that. It's going to be somewhere in that neighborhood.
All right.
Someone's going to step up. All it takes is 2 people to get in a bidding war, Terry. Then it's off to the races.
Woohoo.
At least that's what this dude is counting on.
Yeah, I know. He's really hoping big time.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Man.
Those taxes could have given teachers raises, but now no.
They wouldn't have done that either, so don't worry.
Probably did.
Fund this war.
There you go. Now you have it.
Adam, you're on the air. Adam's strangling someone first, and then he'll get to us. Yeah, finish that up, Adam. Adam?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, teammate?
How are you, sir?
Good, good.
What can I do for you?
What I told you earlier, just want to repeat.
You told me nothing. I just walked in. I haven't talked to you. Maybe you spoke to Pasty today. Maybe you two have had some meaningful private conversations off the air, but this is the first moments we're spending on the air together.
Yes, it was. I was just trying to see if I could give you some front row tickets.
Front row. He doesn't just want comedy jam
Early
tickets.
AM winner.
Yes, he wants to be an early AM winner. The early AM winners are making sure I'm aware.
Right, because you've put on record that you will do an early
right.
morning.
And if I just now gave tickets to Adam, it would be like I have recognized that I have neglected the early AM listeners, Terry, the early morning show listeners, and they should be rewarded, and at some point they will. But if I just kind of bend over right now and let Adam have them like that, Terry, I mean, it just looks like I've succumbed so greatly that it become absurd.
Yeah. Can't cave in that quick.
Can't do that, Adam.
Yes, you can do it.
Maybe I can. All right, Adam, hang on. I'll give you tickets.
Wow.
Not front row, of course.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because he did request
he ain't getting front row tickets.
Yeah. Well, he's in the door, at least.
Yeah, you look better.
I'll be laughing so hard you'll hear me from front stage.
All right, listen. You look better on the grass. So think about laughing really extra hard so that you can really make a laughing impact, okay? I'm giving you tickets, Adam, but not front row tickets. Is that good enough for you or no?
That's good enough for me.
Oh, I would hope that it would be.
How many jams, baby? Here we go.
You see that?
I see that.
Now, who are you taking with you, Adam? I always like to know, just so I have an idea of what to expect when I show up.
Well, I was deciding to take my wife, but then again, I might just...
But then again, nah. Should take his wife.
Should.
But she doesn't enjoy laughing.
Big stiff.
She doesn't need that. She wouldn't get anything out of it, Terry.
Optional, he said.
So who would you take, obviously, since you've ruled out your wife?
Oh, my girlfriend's looking really good.
Well, there's other friends I kind of...
Friends, yes. And what are their names?
Well, I don't know, maybe Lisa, Maria.
Lisa,
but
Maria.
Maybe again, maybe Bob.
Mm-hmm. Lisa, Maria, Jen, or Bob? I'll go Bob.
Yeah, Bob sounds good.
Should we call someone and tell them that you just walked into a great little moment here, that Adam was in the right place at the right time, and let them know that you just got tickets as simple as you can get, or you just want to continue to mull over your choices and you don't want to make a true decision now on who you're taking?
That sounds like a good plan right there. I like that.
All right, I kind of would like the moment of calling someone and letting them know how good a stroke of luck you just got, but I don't want to deny you your right to take the next 24 hours and make people, do cartwheels for you and really make them jump through the hoops of life. You know what I'm saying? I understand that.
I like that. I like that idea very much.
Okay, yes. Making Alicia and Jen and Bob jump through hoops, Terry.
Yeah. And
Bob's a great hoop jumper, I'm sure.
But then again, the wife, she's just kind of out there, so you don't have to make her jump through anything.
So where do you live, Adam?
What's that?
Where do you live?
Here in San Jose.
So it's not a far ride for you, and okay, so...
No, it's not.
Some tickets for Saturday night show have just been claimed, Terry.
Yeah.
Saturday night show, Terry.
Wow.
Less than 24 hours away. Actually, no, it'd be more than 24 hours away. But slightly more. Yeah, I did the math. Flash math. Adam?
Yes?
I hope to see you there.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Okay.
Woo.
All right.
Oh, jeez. Should
I
look for anything specific if I were just deciding on Saturday night, I want to see if I can find Adam? Do I look for like a rose in your hair? What am I looking for, Adam?
Rose in your hair, yes.
Well, I don't know. I'll see what I can spark up there.
Will you give me nothing right now?
Not right now.
All right. Well, I'll find you anyway.
All right.
It's meant to be. You're right. Now, hang on. There it is.
Well, good deal.
Never can it be said again, Terry, that I have not looked out for the early morning loyal listener.
Very good.
Adam just walked right into it. Stepped in it.
Yeah, he did.
Seems so unfair for all the rest of you, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
so all I've done is just making the early morning listener that much more agitated, Terry?
Probably.
Oh.
But that's okay.
All in an effort of trying to be fair, Terry.
I know.
I don't think so. I think they're happy for Adam. No?
Nah.
Not at all?
They want their turn now.
Really? And at the same time having Adam die?
Yeah.
Wow. That's not nice.
Should have been me. I've been trying all week.
Jeez, man. I guess
That's
I can't make anyone happy.
The T-Man Show.
It's Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens, the teen stars of the smash hit High School Musical franchise.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They're so huge, they now go by one name, Zanessa.
Zanessa, Terry.
Oh, how cute.
That's when you're really big as a couple. You just combine the two names and you go with that.
Like Tomcat and Brangelina.
Yeah, like Tomcat and Brangelina. Yeah.
Their megawatt star power and real-life romance have landed them on the cover of People magazine.
This High School Musical's on tonight.
Jeez.
Amen.
Man.
I gotta see what the phenomenon is all about.
I'm telling you.
I will come in tomorrow saying, this is the cheesiest crap I've ever seen in my life. Hear that? I'll come in singing the songs.
Hey, the album, #1 on the charts, man.
Is that right?
617,000 copies sold or something like that.
In the past week?
Yeah.
617,000 is a lot to sell in a week. I'll tell you that right now.
It is. I think the closest is like 60 or 70,000 after that.
Really? That's a little bit of a disparity.
Just a little bit.
So the second place album in the past week sold about, what, 70,000 albums. This one sold
617,000, something like that.
17,000. Well, get me second place. I want to know who second place was.
Jeez, where did I go?
Get me third place. Get me fourth place and fifth place.
Gosh.
Get me 17th place.
Hold on.
And I want 83rd place.
83rd place.
Well, you saw it earlier this morning, but now you don't know where you put it.
I don't know where I put it.
Oh, you know, where's the Terry Free organization? That's what I'm looking for.
Usually I'm pretty organized.
You think you could do it for... what's the combination of this couple's name?
Zan something.
Xanadu. Stupid.
Zanessa.
That star power and real-life romance have landed them on the cover of People magazine, due out Friday.
Among the High School Musical audience, Zanessa is practically a national obsession.
Zanessa is an obsession.
The teens represent quite a change from the news we're usually hearing out of Hollywood these days. They're clean-cut, and they've got talent.
I love clean cut.
They are incredibly sweet. They are a couple that you root for.
I love rooting for couples.
Go Zanessa, go Zanessa.
Yes.
Rah, rah, rah.
I got to go out and get the foam finger and the
yes,
pennant.
you do.
And do the Zanessa wave, Terry.
All right.
You've seen Zach, you need a foam place.
Nothing like rooting for couples. This is them?
#2 on the old top albums in the country list.
Oh, he is hot.
Aren't they cute?
She is kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old is she supposed to be?
High school, I think.
She actually is 18, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Oh, it's on now.
I'm definitely watching this tonight, man.
That's correct.
Break the loop.
#2.
They actually were on tour, didn't they? And she was with them.
Yeah.
What was that, Terry? They sold 617,000 albums.
Yeah, and #2 actually was 83,000 copies.
Of
which
what?
was Hannah Montana 2 meet Miley Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yes,
#3 is a new release by Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds, which sold 70,000 copies.
Dave Matthews is so just irritating. He's got these legion of fans that just will never give up on his career. They'll be growing old with him till the day they all die.
Hope it's tomorrow.
And they buy every freaking album he'll make. He's not like developing new fans, Terry. It's not like people are discovering Dave Matthews and going out and buying the album. Just all his fans now for a good solid decade or so. Gonna hang on the rest of the way and buy anything he does. So annoying. So he finished third?
He did.
Mm-hmm. How many albums did he sell?
He
ain't no Zanessa.
Yeah, no, he is not. 70,000.
70,000.
Yes.
Pooh.
Exactly.
What about USA?
Pooh.
What about Iran?
Number 1.
Okay, good.
Russia. Number 1.
Okay. You wanted to know what number 83 was?
Oh, jeez.
Steven, you
The
know,
Vans
kinda
Warped
just
Tour.
like, oh, that's nice to know. Thank
2007 compilation.
you. What was number 4, Terry?
Now that's what I call music 25.
Oh, I love those albums. We're up to 25?
We are.
Wow. K-Tel was like, we had the right idea. We just didn't stick with it long enough.
Right, exactly.
Because it's just a K-Tel ripoff idea, right? It's just a compilation.
Compilation, yeah. 66,000
They're only up to
copies.
25? Do they start back at 1 a lot or what?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't know. I don't know their history there.
But they always sell plenty of albums.
Oh,
Yeah, they
don't you
do.
know? Yes.
Oh, and the Hairspray soundtrack,
So
number 5.
It's like everything on there is just a whole bunch of fluffy cheese.
Pretty much.
It's not even just cheese. It's like fluffy cheese, man. I know.
Well, come on. Meet Miley Cyrus.
We're not in a great spot for hip-hop and R&B music, are we?
Well,
If the top 5 albums are Hairspray and High School Musical and
Hannah Montana.
and Dave Matthews. What the hell's going on out there?
Well, Underground Kings is number 6. They sold 60,000 copies.
Mm-hmm.
Fergie, the Duchess, she was 7. Let's see. Oh, and then finally, number 10 is Common.
Common.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
number 10.
Finding Forever.
Okay.
39,000.
And who did he beat at number 83, Stephen?
The Vans Warped Tour compilation.
Common's feeling good about himself, yes.
So, yeah.
Okay. 617,000 albums, man.
Yeah.
Have a gold album in a week?
Yeah.
It's pretty good work.
I would say yes.
Parents don't realize they can download this stuff.
All right, well, they'll get a real good test. Kanye's album's coming out, Terry.
Yeah.
He got an album coming out. Then we'll see where we're at. Because if that's all that's out right now, as far as new releases, Common and what was the other one? Jim Clay, one of those?
No, Underground Kings.
Okay, yeah, Underground Kings.
And Fergie, too.
And Fergie, yeah.
Yes, not the most hardcore stuff out there. Okay, let's see what 50 Cent brings this time around. Although the released singles are not boding well for the hype of this album, Terry.
Right, I know.
So it's all on Kanye's shoulders.
Come on!
Save hip-hop! Okay.
Yes.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe just a lot of... no one feels like they want to download and just bootleg the High School Musical album? They're all going out and buying it?
I guess
No, that's
so.
how loyal we are to Zanessa.
That's so...
We would never take a dime out of their pockets. They don't even want to bootleg those deals and pirate it and download it and stuff like that?
Not that
They're all running out and actually buying it.
Yeah.
617,000 copies. Because it's parents buying it for their kids? Is that what you see, Stephen? And
That's what I see, yes.
Yeah, I do. Parents don't want to promote the downloading and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know.
Bootlegging, no.
It's actually legal on iTunes.
No, it's not. But I mean, some.
I asked Stephen a question, and Terry answered by saying, I do. Mm-hmm. He answers for Kilbreath now.
Well, he answered you, too.
Maybe we should combine their names.
She's had the I do thing in her head for a long time in case someone ever proposed.
It's Terror Breath.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Going up against Zanessa, Terror Breath.
That smells really bad.
Ah, as if Kilbreath wasn't enough.
Oh, yeah.
How about Terror Breath? What else is happening out there in this world of ours, Terry Free?
Oh, boy, get ready for American Gladiators.
I don't know if there's anything more I can get ready for, Terry.
American Gladiators is coming back to NBC.
Can't figure out what to wear, Justin. I got High School Musical to watch tonight.
Yeah.
That's a must-watch for me tonight.
It is.
I will absolutely, I don't care if there's some major event going on all of a sudden out of nowhere in the world. I'll be glued to the TV watching High School Musical 2, Terry.
Yes.
What time is it on? That's the time you should think of me.
Okay, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's tonight, Stephen? In their house.
Oh, it's mandatory sex night.
I think it ties in perfectly. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do a little role playing.
Put on my little Letterman sweater.
Letterman sweater. Richie Cunningham?
Yes.
Well, they have that in this show.
Really?
Yeah.
I put on my little Letterman sweater, and I will wear nothing but and give Thursday night mandatory sex night the greatest punch of all time.
I don't see how this is quite the the foreplay movie, but
well, you just don't know how to get creative, Steve.
Yeah, that is true.
That's all I could say about that. Yes. Any comment on behalf of Stephen Terror Breath?
No. No, that is true. Well, actually, no, I do have
American
a comment.
Gladiator.
Yeah, he can't.
It's on
be
it.
great.
Is this why I've been seeing it all the time on ESPN Classic? Is that why? Because they've been in the works as far as planning its rollout, the new generation of American Gladiator? Because I've been watching a lot of American Gladiator lately. That's real roid users.
I know.
I mean, you hear all about these steroid scandals of today, and it's hard to really identify who's on steroids and who isn't because the technology is so great in the new millennium that you got the clear and the cream. How about watching American Gladiator where they just took it right in the ass? I'm talking about a needle.
Right.
Maybe amongst other things. And
Not the joust.
And they just look like roid freaks. They could barely walk. I mean, they would shoot that gun from 50 yards away and hit the bullseye when called upon on American Gladiator, but ask them just to walk. And these guys were so roided up. I mean, hardcore roid users as they were getting needles in their butt. Their balls were shrinking on the spot, Terry. That's real roid users. Those are the real roid users. Put on ESPN Classic at any point this week, and you can't help but see an American Gladiator rerun.
Okay.
And you'll see real steroid users.
Well, I actually,
hardcore stuff.
I know.
Kind that used to die at 40.
I actually saw Nitro.
Oh, Nitro, you got Ice. They have the coolest names.
But Nitro is doing
Laser.
the bull riding reality show, Learn How to Bull Ride with Ty Murray.
He's still around, Terry?
Yeah, he is. And I was like, oh, my God.
He's all excited. He's actually getting mailbox money now.
Yeah, he is.
Royalty checks on American Gladiator.
Man.
Have you noticed that they've been showing? Do you watch ESPN Classic?
I do every once in a while.
It's right after Stump the Schwab.
It's one of the. Talk about a steroid user.
Oh, yeah.
The Schwab.
Right
yeah.
in his neck.
Mm-hmm. Right in his brain.
Yeah.
He is the walking encyclopedia of sports, Terry.
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic.
Yes, that is a must-watch show, of course, as well. I know you've watched Stump the Schwab all the time, Terry.
Nothing my wife loves more than Stump the Schwab.
Guy never loses.
Ever?
Ever.
Come
and when he does, he gets really pissed.
He never loses. I've never seen him lose.
He's been stumped.
He gets stumped, but he never loses.
He's a poor sport.
He may get... yeah, he looks really, really agitated when he can't get a question right. And it's very infrequently, but I've never seen him lose to the person who he's up against. Never.
It's unfortunate. He has.
Wow, you must watch more than I do.
Are you kidding me?
I can only take so much of Stump the Schwab, and then I get so excited I tinkle. But as far as American Gladiator, Terry, I want you all to be reminded about what real steroid use was about in the 80s.
I've seen it. No, I know.
Okay.
Because when I saw Nitro, I was like, oh my gosh, he's about like
they can't
eighth of what he used to be.
They're so just muscle bound. They can't put their arms to their sides and walk like normal people. It's hysterical.
They didn't have the learning curve down on the roids back then.
No.
Oh, they use this for horses? Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah. That's true.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's coming back.
Coming back. It won't be the same, though.
NBC is bringing it back, and they're going to use it as a mid-season replacement, probably. That's what they're saying.
That really shows you the state of TV right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all thought we were too cool for it back then, but now it's perfect.
Right.
There's a lot of crap out there now worse than that.
So they have shows that are being told right now, yep, we tried you. You didn't really cut it. We're going to replace you with a new American Gladiator show.
Yeah.
That's got to feel good.
Yeah, where guys have chicken fights from poles on the top of the ceiling. Replaced by that.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a ratings bonanza, and you couldn't get a rating point to save your life. So thanks for trying, and we'll be seeing you.
Nothing people want to see more than getting hit with a tennis ball at 200 miles an hour from a steroid user.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. Now, it's not going to be the way it was with the real Reuters of the 80s.
Yeah.
Now, that's the main reason to be watching American Gladiator. That's the reason I sit there and watch it like for at least 20 minutes straight, Terry.
Right. No, I
to see the real, remember the days of the real hardcore Reuters, Terry. Those were Reuters. None of the shades of gray. Well, Barry's head seems really big.
Seems big, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There was no doubt.
No.
In the 80s.
If you can't drink a can of soda because you can't get it to your mouth, you're probably on steroids.
You need assistance to get the soda can to your mouth because your arms are so big you can't just bend it any old way, Terry.
Well, what was scary is you couldn't tell the female from the males either.
Yeah.
That was hot. Bet her balls are really small.
Yeah.
If that guy does any more shrugs, he will suffocate himself. His neck will enclose on his throat.
That was the beauty. The way
that is so funny.
The Reuters went about it.
Yeah, no, I know.
During the American Gladiator days of the past.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we sign up as contestants for the new American Gladiators?
I don't know. I'll find out for you. Oh, my God. Would you guys do it?
Find out how we can stump the Schwab, Terry.
Okay.
Because I am ready to stump the Schwab.
If you can get on either one of those shows, would you really do it?
No.
Oh, come on.
Not sitting there with a Schwab. That guy probably smells so bad. Are you kidding me?
And that's Stuart Scott. He
Stuart
is
Scott
funny.
with his lazy eye. I don't need that crap.
Boy, he's a talent.
Man, I was hanging out with him at the Super Bowl. He gets a lot of women, that dude.
I bet he does, yeah. Lazy eye and all.
Yeah.
Just hide behind the glasses and we're good.
Very embarrassed of it.
He's a nice guy.
See?
And,
he has like a fake eye, doesn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was blind. I think he's blind in that one eye.
A glass eye.
Yeah.
Glass eye?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it looks like it.
Look it up, Stephen.
It's something.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
Wikipedia, Stuart Scott's eye. And find out the exact breakdown of his eye contents.
I was watching him the other...
Is it a glass eye?
Yeah, I think it is.
People are we haven't updated the technology that people are still walking around with glass eyes.
Wow.
What do you want, a meatball?
Yeah, I mean...
I think... Maybe the meatball's not the step up from the glass eye.
What do you want?
There's got to be something that's the new way to... If the Reuters could find a way to smooth themselves out and be able to drink soda, then you would think the glass eye days are coming to an end. There's going to be something new and improved.
Sure.
I mean, they keep improving Tide every 6 months.
They do.
Why aren't we improving the glass eye?
Stephen?
He still use a wire hook at the dentist
He has a
office.
glass eye.
You don't think it's a glass eye?
Well,
Really?
he had a cornea transplant, it said. And then several years ago, when working out at the Jets mini camp, a ball launched from a Jugs machine. It struck him in the eye. I don't know what a jugging machine is.
Is that why that happened?
Yeah.
So, God, it was a hazard of the job? It's a lot safer to be the Schwab.
But he had eye issues as a child, too. So.
Well, what is it? Did he get hit with a ball or did he have eye issues as a child?
It said he has cornea transplants during his childhood, and I don't think he was at Jets minicamp as a child.
Well, you said he had child issues, so is it...
more confused than...
yeah.
Scott had cornea transplant during his childhood.
Now that you're reading his entire bio, I'm more confused than ever. Well, thanks a lot for clearing the eye air.
Okay.
Well, what is it?
He's had
you have
both.
a computer yourself, don't you? It said he had an issue during his childhood, and he had a ball hit him in the face at the Jets minicamp. I mean...
And he doesn't have a glass eye.
Sure.
Well, it doesn't say, but... whether he does or not, but there's no mention
more
of
than
it.
like just a laser.
Yeah, it looks like
right.
it looks like he's either
Pasty.
blind
He
in
wears
the
thicker
eye
glasses to help him
or-
read.
It's different color.
Pasty!
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What do you got?
I unfortunately have the same interview. Yeah,
Same interview?
well, the same bit of information. Yes.
Okay.
He had some trouble as a childhood with his corneas.
All right.
Okay, we got that.
Sounds like we stumped the Kilbreath has stumped the Pasty.
Right.
Or maybe you guys are wrong.
Oh, jeez.
Well, we're asking you for help.
I'm asking.
And we told you what happened. I mean, how is that stumping us? We found the information.
Are his main eye issues due to the ball that hit him in the face when he least expected it at Jets minicamp, or because he had eye issues as a child?
I think the ball exasperated the situation that he had as a child.
Exacerbated.
Well, I think
Which one? Look it up.
The first word I said, I think.
No,
was
exacerbated, not exasperated.
Exacerbated?
Yes.
Never heard that word before.
Well, you don't know many words, Stephen.
I guess not.
Although if Stephen grew a goatee, he would look like the Schwab kind of.
Schwab?
A little bit.
I
Now that
need
I
to
think
look
about
at
it.
this guy.
You're close on your words, but
Exacerbated?
not correct. Yes,
Okay.
not exasperated.
Well, I didn't say exasperated.
That's what you said.
All right.
You don't even know what you said now?
I don't, because you're confusing
Maybe you got a
to me.
ball in the eye in the past couple of seconds that we don't know about.
Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
It could be.
What word did you say?
Just because you don't like our answers doesn't mean that
I want to
they're
know what word
wrong.
you said now.
Just so you know.
What word did he say? The ball in the eye did what?
Exasperated or whatever you said. I don't even know what you said.
Totally.
Maybe we need to give Stephen his private time since he's getting closer to the word that he really means.
Oh. Starts, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. You figure it out and get back to us. Okay?
He's done.
He's done for the morning.
Lost him.
He's been taken out of his game. And what a game he had there for a minute. Mm-hmm. He won't speak to us now. He's crawled into his Kilbreath shell. And if past history is any reminder, Terry, he'll be in that shell for some time until he gets comfortable again with...
Out of the shell!
Oh, my God! I didn't expect that. I've been hit with a ball!
It must have been a candy shell.
The T-Man Show.
A big change coming for YouTube. They are going to add commercials. Google, which owns the unorthodox video website, says the ads will be unobtrusive. They will appear at the bottom of some videos for 10 seconds, and they will not run over user-generated video.
Oh, well, then it's not a big change. Because all that's worth watching on YouTube is the user-generated videos, Terry.
Yeah.
The user-generated videos make up about 95% of YouTube, as far as I know. Those are the only ones I watch. I mean, am I getting this right? The user-generated videos, they probably can't put advertisements on those
probably.
because they're all copyright infringement potential situations.
Right.
People put videos on YouTube, and they're really breaking copyright. When you, like, just put your own favorite clip of Family Guy on there or something like that, you're kind of violating Fox's copyright situation, but it's such a massive site now that Google and the former owners of YouTube were like, well, we don't know what the hell's on our own site. It's just so much going on there that we can't find out what's up where, and if that one is copyright infringement and that one's not. We can't actually scour through the whole. It'd be like looking over the entire planet for a needle in the haystack, Terry. So that's why they're able to keep the site going, and everyone loves the site.
Hey,
Come on.
look over there. There's a haystack. Nope, not it.
So if they can't put ads on the user-uploaded videos, then everything's fine.
Yeah.
And they can't because they don't want to seem like they're making money of what could be violations of the law. So all they'll be putting ads on are like the videos that the movie studios send over for trailers of the new whatever flick coming up. And who watches that anyway? Not me.
Right.
So it's basically a non-news story.
but they felt it was.
Okay. I want to see dude in New Mexico's dog playing the bongos. Those are the videos I want to watch.
Definitely.
That's the good stuff.
Kimbo Slice kicking someone's ass in someone's backyard.
Yeah!
A big change coming for YouTube. They are going to add commercials. Google, which owns the unorthodox video website, says the ads will be unobtrusive. They will appear at the bottom of some videos for 10 seconds, and they will not run over user-generated video.
All right.
I mean, am I wrong? Are the user-generated videos the only videos people watch on that?
That's what I thought.
I mean, that's all that's worth watching.
Somebody caught a bar fight on their phone?
Oh, that's what I need to see. Send it over in an email.
It'd be great to run like a Heineken commercial over a bar fight. Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, really good.
Okay, so there's nothing to worry about. Don't panic, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube's going to be fine as far as my analysis of the situation. Nothing will seem out of the ordinary until further notice. But this could be the beginning of them infringing on our fun.
Only the beginning.
What else is going on in this world of ours, Terry? What else is happening, please?
Congratulations going out to Bridget Moynihan and Tom Brady, her ex-boyfriend. She had a baby boy yesterday.
Out of wedlock.
Yes.
Golden boy Tom Brady can have a unmarried, unplanned pregnancy too, Terry, can he?
Yes.
I wonder what would have happened. How? Because he's kind of gotten a free pass. No one seems to be even remotely moved by the fact that here's the guy who does everything perfect. And yet he wasn't married when he had this child, Terry. They weren't planning this pregnancy, so he can slip one past the goalie as much as the next lowest rent guy that you want to scorn. So my wonder is, and this has popped into my mind from time to time, not that I like to go out of my way to defend what Michael Vick did, because what he did, obviously, was horrifying, and he's now being punished in the furthest extent that I've ever seen a man punished in my life, even though it's just a one-year jail sentence, or will be when it shakes down. Anyway, what if this same situation would have happened to Tom Brady, Terry? How do you think it would have been handled? Or what do you think, maybe more possible, because he's more from the area of the country where people didn't know as much as far as how bad, to what extent you were really violating the law by having dog fighting going on your property? Because believe it or not, there are places in this country that your take on things is like almost a different planet as far as their perception of things. Sure. And as we've discussed and hearing from even just listeners on our show that have migrated to the areas where the show can be heard from areas in the Deep South or whatever, their perception on how dogfighting is received is different than other areas of the country. As if we're living on two different planets. Not that everyone universally doesn't know that it's wrong, but to the extent that people perceive it being wrong is very different. Now, what if this happened to Peyton Manning, Terry?
Ooh.
Peyton Manning, not really from the most urban areas of the country. Originally.
That's true. He is from the Deep South.
How do you think it would have been handled if Peyton Manning, the golden child himself, the most ultimate, endorsable figure, you see him on every ad in the world. It's not and people who don't want to answer the question, their first reaction will be, well, Peyton Manning wouldn't have done that. Well, he's from the area of the country where it's not the most unbelievable stretch of the imagination that Peyton Manning, I'm sure he's hunted a couple of days in his life. It's not too many drastic steps to go from hunting to dogfighting, as far as I'm concerned, Terry. If you're willing to hunt down an animal, if you want to go in the woods and take an elk to his immediate death situation and then hang him up on your wall, then I don't see there being too many leaps to being willing to put together a dogfighting situation. Not saying it's comparable, don't get me wrong. Well, this is what happened to Peyton Manning, Terry. Would his life have been wrecked with the mob mentality that people went after Michael Vick, Terry? I hate to have to ruffle feathers after the fact when this thing is starting to settle down and come to a conclusion, Terry, but I can't help but think, if this had happened to Peyton Manning, would it have been handled in the exact same way? Maybe!
No, we'd have dogfighting on ESPN now.
But probably not.
No, right.
And you just threw a rock at the Hornets' nest. Nice job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
way to go.
I love throwing rocks at the Hornets' nest. The Hornets were sleeping a little too soundly over the past couple of days, Terry.
Yeah.
I noticed the Hornets were getting a nice, catch-up night's rest since the Michael Vick situation has come to a conclusion.
Right.
Don't tell me that if this situation, in the exact way that it's gone on, instead of happening to Michael Vick, would have happened to the oh-so-worshipped Peyton Manning, that the same course of events with the picketing and he must never be able to spend another day under Nike's umbrella, blah, 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 would have gone on in the same fashion. Don't tell me that's the case! Wake up, Hornets! Wake up! Terry's got a new sound effect. Wow.
Wow, that's
Is that
cool.
breaking news, Terry?
No.
Oh.
That is breaking news.
Okay.
Breaking news that you have a new sounder.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right.
Well, just if you needed some more uplifting news about Michael Vick, 53 more dogs will die today.
Yes, that is true.
Because they can't be adopted.
Yeah. Because those are the number of dogs that they found on the property.
What's the tally at?
I don't know. There's 53 more.
53 plus 8 that they were already...
So we're up to the neighborhood of 60 dogs that have died because of the Michael Vick orchestrated dogfighting ring.
Right.
Okay, well, let me throw this at you. I did some research on this. Ha, ha, ha. And I discovered, and don't get me wrong, I am not only a big fan of the horse racing industry, but I am wired into the horse racing industry.
Yeah,
I say this as a man who owns 3 horses, okay? So I love horse racing, and yet I can't help but from time to time recognize the brutality at which at some points the horses have to undergo as far as the rigorous, strenuous situations that they're put in. I did a little investigation, Terry, and I discovered that over 100 thoroughbred racing horses died as a result of being in horse races and in horse racing in calendar year 2006.
Wow.
Not too far ago, Terry. In the last full year on record.
100?
From over 100. From January 1st, 2006 to December 31st, over 100 thoroughbred racehorses died in horse racing in calendar year 2006. Oh, but that's the sport of kings. If you're involved in that, you're a king. So there can't be anything wrong with being a king, right?
I think it's cruel, too. But
I'm a king!
But Michael Vick's Enterprise is not the only place they do dogfighting. That's one kennel.
I understand.
Right.
So there's probably 6 million places.
And again, I'm not trying to compare that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The entire horse racing industry. I'm just pointing out that it's so interesting that people will love the horse racing industry and not only love it but tag it as the sport of kings. Yeah. And yet this is the most outrageous thing I've ever heard of in my life. And people don't want to know that over 100 racehorses died. They're too busy screaming at the top of their lungs as their 3 to 5 favorite that they have $2 to show on is running down the stretch and he may finish third, and they're screaming at the top of their lungs.
Whip him, whip him.
I tell you to tell that guy next time you see him, give him a dime and tell him to go home.
I always thought whipping the horse looked pretty cruel. I mean, it may not hurt him, but it just doesn't look right. And whipping the hell out of him to run faster for our entertainment, not good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and if you want to compare dog things, you have greyhound racing, and they say that that's kind of a pretty brutal little industry, and they even have rescue places for greyhound dogs to go to. So
I am just fascinated by the hypocrisy here, Terry, because I don't think anyone has a right to be screaming with the passionate voices and with the, I'm sorry to say, I hate to use this term, lynch mob mentality that they went after Michael Vick in proportions that I don't ever remember a man being so just thrown to the slaughter before even the total amount of evidence came out. Yeah, it turns out now that he pretty much did everything they said, but people weren't even aware of the facts, and they went after him like I've never seen in modern times, Terry. Mm-hmm. In modern times, in my lifetime, I don't remember ever seeing a man gone after so viciously in my life. And that includes O.J., Terry, and that includes others that have done heinous acts to human beings.
Right. Well, it's interesting. You think about, especially in athletic sports and the pros and stuff. I mean, you hear about the guys who have, done domestic violence to their wives and stuff. They're not condemned.
Oh, people aren't moved by that.
Right. There's another little beating. Oh, okay, move on.
Yeah, well, that was a human. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you put it in terms like that,
but even when it comes to animal cruelty, I don't think anyone has a right to have been picketing and been so just out of their mind with passion as far as being outraged by the Michael Vick situation, unless at least rule number one is they have to be a vegetarian. And that doesn't include being I eat chicken and fish vegetarian. All right? If you've eaten anything with an eye staring back at you on your plate while you're getting excited to take it down, then you have absolutely no right to be outraged by what happened on Michael Vick's property. Because it's fascinating to me. The same people who are pretending to be so outraged by this or are convincing themselves, and they believe it, that they're so outraged by this, will go to Mexico, take down a couple of shots of tequila, and go right off to the bullfighting competition, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Or go to Jack in the Box and get a double burger.
Double burger.
Yeah, I'm going to need bacon on that, too. But save the animals.
So I'm just asking for a little consistency so I can understand our world a little bit better.
I think you're right. Bullfighting's cruel, rodeos, all that crap.
Yeah.
They tease and taunt animals for our entertainment, man. It's all sad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that too much to ask?
Well, people have their specific causes. I mean, you're not ever going to be consistent across the board.
Well, that's what's so fascinating to me. Why the dog has been lucky dog. Let me tell you, he has been taken in, to me, more arbitrarily than anything. Why haven't we decided to take in the elk, as I proposed, Terry, and just put that at your foot of your bed and have a nice night's sleep?
Or the little bear.
Steven's right, though. I mean,
let's domesticate the elk and make him the lucky of the animal kingdom world as far as choices being made, as far as who we're going to, go to the end of the world to protect. We don't protect women who get beaten on a regular basis by their men nearly with the same kind of passion like the people reacted to this Michael Vick story. Mm-hmm. It's just fascinating to me. I love being fascinated. How are you hornets doing out there? I
want Terry to do that to my nethers.
Yeah. We never doubted Terry's talents.
So since we don't care about women, as you just said, and we don't care about other animals, then we shouldn't care about this.
Saying we shouldn't care about this. I just want a little consistency. Is that too much to ask?
But he's right. People have specific causes. I mean, they have breast cancer walks all the time. Well, what about brain cancer and pancreatic cancer?
Mm-hmm.
Why does breast cancer get a walk? You know, I mean, people
MS has a walk, and
Yeah.
there is pretty much a walk for all that kind of stuff.
Those things seem to make more sense as far as being on a consistent level. I'm sorry. It doesn't seem like we are having walks for women who have breast cancer, but the pancreatic cancer, we throw them in a ring and then tear their horns off.
Well, there's no walk, I'm saying, for that. I mean, why does...
I understand, but...
People have their causes, I mean...
Maybe you don't hear about the pancreatic cancer walk, but I'm sure somewhere they're walking.
But somewhere people care about the horses, or people care about, or there's, battered women's shelters, or there's, all of these kind of things. So you just don't hear.
But I think what he's saying, too, I mean, right, I do agree that here you have Michael Vick, who, and dogfighting, believe me, it's going on right now as we speak.
Oh, yeah.
So
where is it?
A lot more underground than it used to be. Let's go to James and Olympia.
Let's
go to the Hornets. You're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, G-Man?
How are you, sir?
Oh, just staying busy.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about they lost 60 dogs and, horses killed. How about all the dogs they put down, what they call humanely, all the pit bulls they kill because they're so aggressive, That's kind of, to me, it's senseless.
Hmm?
Yeah. They kill the dog off because they say it's a mean-bred dog, that it's naturally vicious. They're not naturally vicious. You can take any dog you want out there and teach it how to fight.
Right.
I saw a lot more people than you think that are just looking to take pit bulls. You get a pit bull as a pet and walk around your local little animal park, your little dog park, whatever they call those joints, and you just go out for a nice stroll and a poop, Terry, and there'll be people that walk up to you saying, "You want to train your dog? You want to like almost like they're talking under their breath." That will walk up to you asking if you're interested in fighting your dog.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
That's not good.
So it's going on.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
Imagine.
Well, it's he's not the first guy to do it.
But I'm just telling you. That of all the things that have gone on, all the heinous acts, you put them all together, and this doesn't make, believe it or not, as bad as this was, the top of my list, okay? Mm-hmm. And yet, I have never seen, as I said, the mob mentality go after a individual with such reckless abandon to destroy everything that he ever was. And in some sense, a very small sense, still is, but there's not much remaining when it comes to Michael Vick and all that he had built up through some level of hard work and an overwhelming little blessing of talent, Terry, that now is going to be just merely used on him being the first draft pick in the Georgia State Penitentiary football draft. Because I think he is a lock for the first pick, Terry.
Oh.
You should get Mel Kiper on, see what he thinks.
Tyrone in Oakland, good morning.
What is going down, T-Man?
How are you, sir?
I am doing just fine today.
Can I do for you, my friend?
I hear you talking about Michael Vick and them dogs.
And we've talked about it now a number of times. Right. And every time we do, I do rattle some people's cage a little bit, Terry, so to speak. Yeah. But now it's kind of a done.
Bring down the brother man.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at 99.9.
Oh, jeez. I think he's having some phone issues, Terry.
A good little stat, whatever it was, right?
The phone company brings down
the... What it is a conspiracy to bring him down.
Well, I mean, we got to acknowledge he did do something wrong. At the same time, as I say that I've never seen in my lifetime a man be so immediately gone after with such venom.
They did not catch him on video doing anything, did they?
They did not.
He admitted it.
Well, I'm talking about way before he admitted it. Way before he admitted it, did they have him so guilty that they wanted him just thrown to the wall and stoned like the last time I saw somebody got after it in such passionate fashion, Terry, it was like you have to go to Salem. You have to go to the witch hunt days, Terry.
But just because the landlord owns the
Crucible
property and you are smoking crack out his apartment doesn't mean that the landlord is responsible.
Well, I don't know if you're talking about your specific goings-on these days. I think he's just making an analogy, Terry.
Yeah,
I hope
do
so,
shout-outs.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the same, but it's the same white man that gave him $150 million as well.
Understand the analogy. If you owned an apartment building and you... Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
If you owned an apartment building
yes,
and son of your tenant was selling crack out of that apartment building, are you responsible?
Well, I mean, Michael Vick, it has now been determined that he had a hand not only in the goings-on, the day-to-day, or the whatever, week-to-week, month-to-month activities that made up this particular dogfighting situation, but he had a first-hand participation in the killing of the dog. So it's more than just being a landlord owner and having someone in your building smoking crack and you being responsible for that.
He's not legally a landlord either.
Maybe Michael Vick's second job is being a butcher. Because, as you know, Terry Freed, that over in the Philippines, dog is considered a delicacy.
Yeah, Terry knows. Terry, would you like to comment on that, Terry? The reality is, as much as you laugh at that, if Michael Vick would have just taken this enterprise over to the Philippines, it would have been perfectly fine.
Right.
I mean, Terry, she eats peanut butter and poodle sandwiches from time to time in here. It's awful.
And she never wants to share, which is very selfish of her.
Terrible.
Because we can smell from here how tasty that is.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I'm surprised she goes poodle.
I don't know if that's true about it being a delicacy, by the way, in the Philippines.
Well, there are a lot of stories.
It was kind of a negative stigma, I thought, at one point. I don't think it's a true thing.
Well, regardless, if Michael Vick would have, and he had the means and the capital to take this enterprise over to the Philippines, whether they would wind up eating him or not, if he just had the dog fighting over there, it would have been a lot more acceptable.
Nobody would have ratted
him. No one would have cared. John in Seattle, you're on the air.
Oh,
yes, John.
But the problem that is with this, okay, is that, and the reason people went after him in such a Lynch type fashion, and really the only other time I can think of in professional athlete history, especially, is when people went after Pete Rose. Okay, And
I don't think people went after Pete Rose. I don't think the people were outraged. As a matter of fact, I remember people defending Pete Rose. The public defended Pete Rose. It was the people in his own industry that went after him. And the people in Michael Vick's industry didn't go after him as hardcore as the people did. It's only because the people went after Michael Vick in such a unbelievable, passionate fashion that the NFL had no choice to respond to the way the people were reacting. It's a totally different scenario as far as I recall the Pete Rose situation. Still to this day, people feel Pete Rose was treated way too harshly.
Right. Giamatti's the one that did that, the commissioner, right?
Bart Giamatti.
And the biggest difference in that is the standard at which all the leagues as well as the people hold professional athletes to, and they talk about them being role models and things like that. It's not even for the kids, and that's really the biggest disappointment for me is that he's a professional athlete. He's the elite of the elite. He's supposed to be the best of the best on and off the field, and that's what the league tries to do. And so when it goes back, for me, and Michael Vick, it goes back to when he tried to smuggle weed onto an airplane with a fake water bottle. From then, it was a big disappointment for me as far as Michael Vick goes.
Well,
he comes out,
who was the Dallas Cowboy coach who got caught trying to get a gun on a plane? I don't know. What was Phillips? Yeah, no, not Wade Phillips. He used to coach Oklahoma or one of those.
Oh, Switzer.
Yeah, Barry Switzer.
And that's the thing that people forget about this, is they didn't go to Vick's home because they suspected dogfighting. They went to Vick's home
it was about
on
the
a drug raid.
Drugs, yeah.
They went to Vick's home on a drug raid, and they found this dog situation. So, all those things considered, professionally, Vick deserves everything that he's got coming to him professionally, kicked out of the league, people hating him, wanting him out of the league, things like that. And he's going to do his jail time. And personally, he deserves every single solitary moment of it.
But if you're going to be that hard on him like that, then you need to uphold all athletes in every form and fashion of anything that's illegal.
The jail time is just such the tip of the iceberg. People are just focusing on the jail time. Oh, it's just a year. It is so much more. That is just such the small percentage of what has been stripped away from Michael Vick. If he was just to do a year and then he would actually get a rightful shake at trying to be reinstated in the NFL, that would be one thing. But I can guarantee you he will never play another down in the NFL again. The public will never allow it. He will never even be given a fair shake by Roger Goodell, who's the new NFL commissioner. He's trying to really make a hardcore stamp. He's trying to really be a hard-line kind of NFL guy since they've had a stigma of being really easy on players in the past, Terry. Right. He's already suspended Pac-Man Jones, blah, blah, blah. That's a whole other issue.
Yeah, but they suspended him, but he can come back.
As far as endorsements, Michael Vick is untouchable, and maybe that's rightfully so. But your analogy, and the one you started off with Pete Rose, and you thought you had a good point to be made there, couldn't be more than just making me feel how different the scenarios are. Pete Rose, who completely took the game of baseball and put a whole cloud of doubt as far as the legitimacy of it and put that in question, was so supported and so rallied around by the public that it was just a one-man gang of Bart Giamatti going after him, and that's what brought him down, Terry. A one-man's obsession and not a complete worldwide or countrywide mentality. I remember the day Bart Giamatti, right after Pete Rose got banned from baseball, he had a heart attack and died. There were people in my high school that were cheering.
Whoa.
Cheering because they hated him so much for what he had done to Pete Rose when the news came out that Bart Giamatti died.
Wow.
Whatever you say about Bart Giamatti, his son is sure funny. I love that Sideways movie.
And I haven't drinking Merlot since.
That's right.
Do you know Merlot sales have gone down so drastically, Terry, since that movie Sideways, Terry?
Really?
Yes. I know you're a big fan of Sideways because it has all your favorite actors. But there's a line in there where he refuses because he thinks it's the most fruity, ridiculous, non-wine drinkers type wine. And since then, the Merlot people, and the people actually depend on Merlot, actually, that's their livelihood. People grow the grapes. People, they or sell, whatever their connection is to Merlot. They are so unbelievable. Well, it's a whole other story. I'm not even going to get to it.
However, the
Hornets are starting to go back to sleep.
But that movie has helped out wine country, so it's kind of offset.
If it's helped out wine country overall, fine. But it took the whole Merlot. I won't drink it anymore because of that movie.
Really?
Yes.
Come on.
If he saw it as a non-wine drinker's wine...
Well, he was a snob. He's not your average wine drinker. He's a little
I like that snob.
But he's excessive.
I like that movie.
His palate is refined.
And I like his friend.
Oh, yeah, his friend was great.
Man, remember he had that, waitress who was... Oh, yeah, Terry.
Great movie. Did you bring any other shoes?
Mm-hmm.
He's Kilbreath. That's what I said to Kilbreath when we go to Vegas. Hey, you bring anything else to wear?
1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Here's an email you should be made aware of, Terry. Especially with your new sound effect. Your fancy little sound effect over there this morning. That's right. Oh, man. I hope you get a raise out of that, Terry.
I do too.
Anyway, yes.
Portland can't wait for that.
I've been hanging on to this all morning. Listen to this, and let me hear your reaction to this email. Maybe you get tons of these, Terry. I don't often get, I've had them over time, but it's not every day I get an email sent to me with a request made on, pretty much made to you through me.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
All right.
A dear T-Man, ruler of the airways, moistener of my panties. Standard greeting.
I like that one, yeah.
Yes. Buenos dias. Remember me? It's Lorena, a.k.a. Marina here. Hee. Little Miss Asian America. Hee. People write so cutesy.
I know.
So yo tengo una pregunta.
Okay.
Translation?
Oh, pregunta.
I have one question.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Then she goes back to English, thankfully.
Yeah.
How do I find you on MySpace? Good. Am I that insulated on MySpace that listeners can't find me?
No.
I get that all the time, though, Terry. People have no ability to find me on MySpace, which is a problem. I want everyone who wants to find me on MySpace, ladies. I want everyone to be able to find me lickety-split.
Wow.
Without any issues. Because obviously, it sounds like Marina here tried to find me, couldn't find me, and then made it clear to me she couldn't find me, wants my help.
Well, are you still not accepting friends?
Well, I don't accept friends, Terry, because I don't even look at the friend requests because they're just so endless. But, yeah.
When you're searching, is it T-Man, R-Man? I don't know.
So you're saying if you put in T-Man, you'll find it?
I'm going to try it right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, anyways, she goes on to say, how do I find you on MySpace? You can find me at myspace.com/find9feline. Find me, and then I'll find you, LOL. Oh, yeah. Sounds like we're off and running. My email address is...
So far, it's just all about you and her hooking up.
Well, just reading the email in its entirety, right? You want me to skip ahead to the good part?
No,
okay,
I just...
All right, here we go. I'm looking forward to more... Oh, yeah. Oh, and by the way...
Yes?
She doesn't write, by the way. She writes, oh, and BTW. Is it true that Terry Free is a Filipina? If yes, then she's the bomb diggity.
Wow.
And my new best friend.
Woohoo! I have a new best friend, a new BFF.
And you always want a friend that uses terms like bomb diggity.
She's the bomb diggity and my new best friend, but only if you're Filipina. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that is interesting.
If you were Korean, she don't want to know from you. You're white, care less about you. Black, not good enough. If she's Filipina, well, then she's bomb diggity. She even writes that. If yes, then she's bomb diggity and my new best friend.
Do I circle here?
And that brings up a debate that should be discussed, she writes.
Oh.
And that is the justification of threesomes, or in the French, ménage à trois.
Wow.
Speaks all languages.
Yes,
She's educating me, Terry.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Triple-lingual.
Because I've probably, she's assuming, never heard of the expression ménage à trois.
Right. Thanks for bringing that up to me.
The justification of threesomes, or in the French, ménage à trois.
What's that mean?
Now you can vacation Paris.
I doubt. I've never actually seen it written out, but I doubt she spelled it right in the French here. But anyway... yeah. She writes, I'm all for it, but I know there are a lot of people out there that are against it. But getting back to Terry, who I see as a gorgeous girl, and I love her, I wouldn't mind doing a threesome with her, me, and my boyfriend. It would be an incredible love triangle. I'd love it. She'd love it.
Oh, I would.
LOL. I would love to go at it with her.
Wow.
LOL.
Jeez, man. This is great.
Call me. Gives her cell phone and her home number, Terry. This is a woman who means lesbonic business, if you consider a menage a trois even remotely lesbonic, Terry.
Okay.
And lesbonic is lesbian action with bionic parts, and Terry has that covered, yes. She has the ear. They're bringing back the bionic woman.
I know they are.
Yes.
I saw a commercial for it.
Bringing back American Gladiator, and they're bringing back bionic woman. They're
Yes.
bringing back everything Terry ever knew from her childhood.
Sounds like we're fresh out of ideas.
Yeah, the reality thing. Okay, ran its course.
So, Terry, I got a
now
home
what?
number here. I got a cell phone number here. What I'm saying basically to you is, do you want me to act as your agent here and work out some kind of agreement? We could put it on paper. We could sign it. We could have it witnessed. We could have it notarized by a notary public and set in motion so that you could have a menage, a threesome, or as they call it in the French, Terry.
Yeah?
Menage a trois.
Oh, is that what it is?
Very cultural.
Not menage a trois. The way she writes it, menage a trois. Maybe she read it. I don't know. Anyway, Terry, this is something I could do for you as your agent. I could get her on the phone. We could work out the particulars of this. We can figure out exactly the ground rules and those particulars that I spoke of. Terry, have them all set in stone, ready to go, a full charter, so there's no unclear nature to what you're getting involved in. I can have you completely protected to your wants, your likes, your dislikes, your requests, your anything you want, Terry. I could work it out if you're wanting to pursue this woman's offer, who seems to be absolutely not only fascinated by you as a person, but turned on by you as a potential lover.
Right.
If and only if.
Yes.
You're
I'm not
Filipina.
Yes, that's the kicker there. Just got to
So I'm
be.
just trying to gauge your interest level, Terry, as your agent, Terry. Would you like me to call this woman at this time, or are you just completely, absolutely uninterested and you don't want me to discuss this? Are you interested? Yes or no?
Not really interested there.
You are absolutely no fun to anyone, especially the program, Terry.
Big stiff.
Big stiffy.
Oh, yeah. That's what she would have got, but she'll never call.
I mean, there's a listener, Terry. It's about giving back to the community every once in a while, as we talked about yesterday.
Right, I understand that.
Well, as your agent, Terry, I feel like it's important to explore all offers and options.
Right.
Okay? So even though you seem to be totally against this, maybe when you hear it from her, who knows if we can even get her on the phone this morning, Terry.
Okay.
Although I think Pasty has called to make sure she's... Oh,
jeez.
I hope you have, Pasty.
Okay, what about a white guy?
Exactly.
If this means giving back to the community, then I'm the United Way all the way, baby.
That's great.
Terry, don't pretend like you aren't a tad bit...
She likes it.
With a little influx of curiosity.
I appreciate the compliments. Yes, no doubt.
Well, the compliments aren't compliments unless you're Filipino, Terry.
Right.
Now, of course, fortunately, they are in fact compliments because you are Filipina.
Right.
But if you weren't, then there's no compliment made.
Right.
Isn't that interesting?
Right, that is.
She has bionic parts, too, which is pretty cool.
Filipina with bionic parts.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
She did have 5 kids. I mean, maybe down there's bionic, too.
Oh.
It would have to be. Oh, number 4.
That's what
Number 5.
As I was reading this...
Here they come.
Reading this email for the first time yesterday afternoon, when I was pretty much trying to fill my hours with something to do, Terry.
Right.
When I read and I was trying to break down the Spanish to English translation. And I knew the subject matter was about you. And she says, I have one question. I thought it was going to be the old typical standard question, the more times than any other question that has been asked about you over the years.
What does T-Man look like?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's second.
Okay.
Only to lose out to, how big is Terry's video?
Oh, grande.
That's not what she asked, Terry. She wants the love. She wants the Terry free love. And this would not be any kind of violation. Even your husband would recognize that, Terry. This is a listener with a boyfriend that wants to make it a very professional get-together.
Right.
It's all business, Terry.
It's a business, like, conclave.
Well, again.
Well, we can clear that. We can make sure, as to where she's coming from here, Terry. And confirm for her, at least, that...
that I am a Filipino?
Yeah, and that
yes.
she should now, consider you 100% the bomb diggity and her new best friend. So let's see if we can find her, too.
All right.
She points out that she called the other day. Do you remember her at all, Terry?
No.
Oh. It's good that you have...
I recognize the name.
Yeah, I recognize it, too.
Marina. Is that toilet paper?
Calling Marina.
Maybe she's not going to answer.
What?
All that build-up. All that lead-in.
You should still take 10%
Hi, this is Marina. I'm sorry for the call.
What?
Paige, I thought you were talking to her during the break.
Definitely scared
What the hell's going on, man? What did you say? What did you say? Huh? Now what's wrong with this mic?
Oh, it's broken now.
Oh,
look at him shaking.
Oh, yeah. That's his first reaction for everything.
Your microphone's not working.
Come get your smoker breath on one of these mics. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Come out here. Come out from behind the glass.
No.
What happened? What's wrong?
I don't know.
I heard you talking to her during the break.
It was very cordial, very nice.
Your mic's not on. What?
I was very nice, very cordial, very polite.
I should have known. He's the most creepy guy when he's being cordial and nice, Terry.
No.
Don't say no. You wouldn't know if you are or you aren't.
You got
That didn't sound creepy at all.
I showed him the email earlier this morning.
Right.
I told him to call her.
Okay.
And make sure she'd be there.
Yes.
So we could discuss the parameters of what she has in mind. According to what I'm getting out of you, she pretty much assured you she would be there, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And what's the problem?
I don't know. Did you call I think there might have been 2 numbers on there. Did you call the first
There
one?
are 2 numbers.
Call the cell?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I think that's the one I call. I'll call both of them. I'll call as many times as I have to. But I'm pretty confident that Pasty probably did something in there, because they were talking too long. Pasty always likes to have, like, little side conversations with listeners, Terry.
Hey, honey.
Creeped her out.
Hey, look, Terry's probably out on this, but, if you're looking for a third party, I could probably find someone, but I'm not interested.
So if she answers, sorry, Pasty.
Hey, I'm going to need a picture of your boyfriend before I do this.
Hello.
Oh, you are there. How you doing? Yeah, we apologize, Pasty.
What happened?
So pissed.
Is this Marina?
Yes.
How you doing?
Fine,
What's going on? We were just reading your letter on the air. You listening?
No, I'm in Reno right now.
Oh, you're in Reno?
Jeez.
Yeah.
What are you doing in Reno? Oh, get an early jump on the weekend of stripping or what?
What?
Never mind. What's going on in Reno?
Oh, it's my parents' anniversary.
Oh!
So you were right.
That's code for getting an early jump on the weekend of stripping.
That's a crazy code.
Mm-hmm. Although if she is there for her parents' anniversary, Terry, that would be a little bit more of a wholesome cause.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Of being in Reno. How is the weekend going thus far, celebrating your parents' anniversary? And what anniversary is it for your parents, so we can all feel like we're involved in celebrating the big occasion?
Their 25th.
Their 25th?
Wow.
A nice silver anniversary, I think it's called, last I checked, Terry. Not that anyone makes it that far these days.
No.
Just throw that scale away.
Wow.
Don't need it.
No wonder the price of silver is going down. No one getting to that anniversary in the future.
Nope.
Marina, speaking of big occasions, I don't know, I guess you're not aware, but we just read your email that you sent to me in a very private fashion, which I appreciate. You sent to my personal, you went to the website, www.thetmanshow.com. I'm assuming you clicked on email the T-Man, is that right? Is that how you did it? I don't know what people do to email me, but I'm assuming that's what happened, right?
Yeah, you go to
How did you? Is that what you did, Marina? Okay. Why are you making me feel all weird?
Yeah, you probably don't click email Pasty to email you.
Yeah.
You clicked email T-Man? Is that what you have to do?
What?
Okay, yeah. And how did you email me? What did you do to email me? Just so I want to encourage other women to do the same. What did you do?
About what I said about the menage a trois.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that. I don't think she can hear us.
I don't know if this is my phone or your phone cutting out. Or did you do that on purpose?
I'm not doing anything on purpose yet.
You'll know.
All right, I'm assuming she just went to the tmanshow.com and emailed me. All
Yes.
right. All right. Trying to get my MySpace. What? Is there a direct line we can call you on? Do you have are you in the hotel room or anything like that? Let's call in our hotel. Pasty, call her in a hotel. Man.
She's somewhere.
Actual hotel phone ringing.
What is that noise? Bugging me.
Everyone just using cell phones. Actually, hotels used to charge. Obviously, there was a reason people had to use their cell phones in hotels because they charge ridiculous long-distance rates. Now, I've noticed, at least the hotels I've been going to lately, all you got to do is buy the day's worth of internet package, like the whatever connection that they have for the internet, and you get all your long-distance phone calls that you can make from the hotel room free.
Really?
Because they know no one's making calls out of their hotel room phone anymore.
Right.
They're like my parents. I think long-distance phone calls are a really big deal these days. They're not really a big deal anymore.
My mom was at that. Is it long distance?
I know.
No. It's good.
Doesn't matter.
Call whatever you want.
Long distance.
Well, I have a feeling it may not be the connection, and just maybe the connection with Marina's brain.
Whoa. Might be on to something.
She was walking through the casino? Well, no wonder she couldn't hear us. They got so many firewalls up in there.
Yeah.
So where can we reach her?
Go outside.
Give me a number for her, Pasty. He doesn't want me to talk to her. He's got some side deal he's working already with her.
He's out, and he looks pissed.
What's the problem?
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Yes, please.
She is there too early to check in. She cannot get into her room yet, so she has no other number we can call her.
Oh, how ghetto.
Well, then
Go
she
to a
needs
payphone.
or go outside.
Get her to a freaking payphone. Improvise. Executive producer.
As soon as she
get
gets
her
out-
outside.
She's walking outside now. As soon as she gets there, the connection
She's
should be
counting her
great.
singles from last night.
Yeah, go outside.
Work with her. Figure something out.
Get a payphone and call the toll-free number.
Instead of getting in her face, he's getting in our face, Terry.
Want me to explain it to you?
I'm trying to get Terry Menage a trois.
He really is a C blocker, isn't he? He doesn't want anybody to get any action. Man.
The hell, man.
I don't get laid. No one else is.
There are a million suggestions he could be making to her.
Oh, my God.
Walk outside where cell phones tend to work a little better than indoors, or get to a payphone. Not there are many of those around, but if there are any payphones left in the world, they're in casinos.
And they're in Reno.
Okay?
Reno, yeah, that's true.
Pull the gum out of the receiver and call us.
She doesn't need to pull the gum out of the receiver. Nice little tickling in the ear when she's talking.
Minty fresh ear for Lou.
I don't know how it got in the earpiece, but anyway, all right.
There's always gum jammed in those things.
We'll figure this out for you, Terry.
We hope it's gum.
I know you're more excited than anyone here.
Boy, yeah.
In the meantime, give Pasty a chance to figure this out. Jeff, you're on the air.
Yeah, mild.
Jeff, you're on the air. Mild.
Mild. He's ordering something now.
He's ordering his early morning massage.
Yeah.
What are you getting mild there, Jeff?
Sorry, dude. It's McDonald's breakfast, you know.
All right. I don't
mild
remember,
at McDonald's.
I don't remember many needs to be pointing out you need something done mild when you're in the McDonald's drive-thru there.
For breakfast. You want the
That's
spicy
how I like to
pancakes
do
or
it,
the...
T-Man.
Spicy.
That's how I like to do it mild.
Okay.
How's it going, T-Man?
Pretty good. What can I do for you, sir?
Well, I work for a major record company. I won't say the name of it so I don't get fired because that would not be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You were wondering, you want to know why High School Musical sold 617,000 copies and everyone else pretty much didn't.
No, I mean, we pretty much understand the reality that people are obsessed between the ages of 7 and 19 with High School Musical. I get that, so I can understand how all their parents and those in their late teens, even as the range goes up as high as that, Terry, went out and just bought this record in mass force on its opening weekend. So I'm not sitting here completely confused.
Well, we just had a meeting about this, actually, and this the High School Musical actually came up.
An emergency meeting at the record company. How do we counter this?
Oh, man. Somebody get Jeff here now.
Let's do
Elementary school.
And,
middle school show choir.
It's going to be a big hit.
Yes.
No, but the main topic was, and I think a lot of labels are having this meeting over the last few months, is that because of the excessive downloading, there's going to be a huge decrease in CD sales over the next 4 years, and everything's going to go to pretty much just downloading. But CD sales are down 23% for
this year.
All right. Well, how do you explain 617 CD copies of High School Musical being sold? That's a number that's down 23%. It would have been like upwards of 1 million if it wasn't for illegal downloading.
Exactly. The number one record-selling audience is ages 9 and between 9 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
And that's including for 50 Cent records, believe it or not.
So that just adds more of a unbelievable kind of stigma to the notion that this did sell 617,000 copies of the CD. That just makes you really realize how popular this was. It's not even close to capturing how many copies are actually out there. That doesn't include the illegal downloads.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct. So 5 years from now, you can plan on CD sales being even lower. So
what label is dancing in the streets this morning that it actually did sell 617,000 copies in 1 week?
Disney?
Yeah.
Disney.
Oh, it's Disney. They're their own label.
Oh, Disney's
They
just
have
their
everything.
own
it.
Yeah.
They're just
Whatever they need, they figure out how to get it.
Right.
I think it's time for Cinderella 3. Carl, can we get that in production, please?
Nope, number one sales.
Wow. Yeah. All right.
Actually,
I thought High School
good
Musical
stuff,
would have been on.
man. You guys have a nice morning.
Oh, you too, Dan.
Yeah, have a good breakfast.
Keep it mild.
Yeah.
Mild.
Big wuss. Mild. Grown man ordering something
You
mild.
should never use that word, huh? That's a good point.
Oh, my delicate palate can't handle anything else. Toughen up your tongue.
Hurts my tummy.
I can't eat anything without just major hot sauce these days all over it. I can't even do like regular old Tabasco sauce anymore. I got to buy like the Jim Beam real extra hot sauce, Terry. Try that Jim Beam, man. Badass hot sauce, I'm telling you. A lot higher than any old regular Tabasco sauce.
Don't drown your food.
That's for sure. Whoa, Stephen likes it all plain.
Steven's a mild guy to the end.
I don't even go to places where you have a choice.
Yeah, Stephen doesn't put anything
Like
on
McDonald's.
I didn't know you could choose. Mild nuggets.
Mild nuggets.
Steven's going to take a bite out of his Egg McMuffin. What the hell's going on here?
This milk is spicy.
Way too spicy. My palate can't handle this.
It's probably the breakfast burrito now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that's probably right.
You can order the breakfast burrito and...
No,
the
you
hot
ask for the
sauce.
sauces. The sauce is the mild.
I see.
He's a big fruit boy.
He's a
Mild
big
sauce.
Why even eat salsa if you don't want it hot?
Big record label fruit boy ordering his mild sauce.
No wonder he's the expert on High School Musical.
I'll give you the lowdown on High School Musical. We had an emergency meeting on this.
Yeah,
How do we handle this ongoing onslaught from Disney?
Oh, man. That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, apparently Pacey's got Marina on a payphone right now.
Sorry to bother you, Pacey.
See?
Wow.
I have more confidence in you than you got in yourself. I knew you could get this done. All you need is a little push.
Oh, yeah,
shove, a little nudge.
Loves to push.
That's why we got to keep pushing them, Terry. This 30-year status of being an unlaid virgin situation has got to... And aren't most virgins unlaid?
Unlaid one.
Yeah, that's right. He's not just a virgin. He's an unlaid, mild sauce virgin. Terry.
He's mild sauce for sure.
And we just got to keep pushing him, Terry, because he would have just sat around with his thumb up his ass trying to figure out how to get a hold of Marina. We give him a little motivation, and bam, he's got Marina on the line on a payphone.
Yes.
See that?
I do.
Doesn't know his own potential.
Mm-hmm. Has no idea.
You could be laying women.
He's the best kept secret in the country. But the biggest part of the secret is the secret as it pertains to his own damn self. I don't even know if that made any sense. Anyway.
Watch him lose his virginity and be the master lover of all lovers.
Oh, still has time to pass. What's that greasy porn star fat guy name?
Oh,
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy.
Didn't really narrow it down, but I was able to get
That's right. Lorena, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Oh, in this wonderful, I can actually have a communication situation on a telephone. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Lorena.
Yes.
I was asking how you went about sending me this email. You just went to the tmanshow.com and you clicked email the T-Man, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, look how easy that was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like that?
I want to know if she, I don't know, maybe she worked a little harder. It just seems pretty simple. Anyway.
Maybe she already had it.
You called her and gave it to her?
Just for the record, you didn't get a call from me personally giving you my email.
I'm screwing up mandatory sex night, aren't I?
Okay.
Hey, it's still mandatory.
Nothing's supposed to be mandatory sex night. If anything, you're just making it harder.
Oh, yeah, for you.
He's bringing home his wife a poodle skirt and everything.
Lorena. You wanted clarification. You seem pretty confident that Terry Free, based on the pictures you saw, was a Filipina lady, but you weren't ready to commit totally to the fact that she's your new best friend and that she's, how'd you put it, bomb diggity, unless, of course, she was a 100% Filipina lady. Well, I can make you feel confident and have you sleep even easier at night that, yes, in fact, Terry Free is a full Filipina lady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, that, of course, makes us move to part B.
Okay.
Or part C of your little email here.
All right.
And that is your request.
Oh, but I'm in a debate.
To have Terry Free join you in a little menage a trois situation. Is that something you're very committed to now? Are you?
Wait.
Are you on the fence as far as I don't know? She's still talking gibberish.
If
Terry.
my boyfriend,
Yes.
like we were talking about before, if he ever found like very attractive, like that way,
Yeah.
I would understand because Terry is one of my closest friends. I love her too. I love her too.
Terry is one of your closest friends?
No. Yeah.
Oh, well,
They
that's
go way
interesting
back.
since you've
So,
never talked to her. Yeah. She's talking
So
about.
I don't know.
So if my boyfriend ever wanted like both of us,
All right.
I would be down. I'd be like, okay,
Okay, so-
I love her, I love you. Let's okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about anymore. But anyway, all right, so you have an agreement with your boyfriend that he's allowed to go out there and find ladies that attract him and then perhaps suggest...
No, not to go out and find, but it's like...
If they fall
by
into his lap.
chance, that happens.
Yes.
Most people would just be like, oh my God, you're cheating, but I'm very understanding. It would be like, if you really have a strong affection for them and it's a mutual thing, then like who am I to like step in and be like, okay.
Okay, you know what?
nobody.
Why am I asking her questions, Terry? And every question I ask, I get more unclear than I was before I asked it, Terry. So let me just ask.
What are you asking?
You know what? I'm going to start asking you very direct questions. Do you mind your boyfriend slamming Terry Free from behind, yes or no?
Golly!
I don't mind.
What?
No, I don't mind.
Wow. You don't mind that. See, you ask a direct question, you actually get an answer now that clears the air here, Terry.
Me and my friend, we were at the...
Mm-hmm. All right, Marina... Terry Free has already declined your request, but I don't think she understands the full scope of what you're offering here. You're offering, and seeing her pictures online, Terry, as I have to admit, I went to her MySpace and looked at Terry.
All right.
I think you should consider. Just doing show research, Terry. I think you should consider this proposal because I don't know if you have many good years left, Terry. For these type of situations,
That's fine with me.
You're the
by
oldest
way.
person on this program, and you're due to
I'm the only one aging around here, by the way.
You're due to dry up any second now, Terry.
Yeah.
Dry up.
Yeah, you youngins, you 18-year-olds here.
Hey, I'm not saying we're 18.
God.
When you got 5 years
aged
on
like
all of us.
20 times more than you guys.
It's just the reality of the situation. We're all aging, but you're always going to be 5 years ahead of the next closest colleague that you have here in the studio.
I understand that.
All right. I'm not trying to blow out of proportion what we're talking about here. We're all getting older, and that's why if I got this particular email, would have to consider it myself.
Sure.
Because we know no one's dying to have threesomes with us.
And then
Oh my goodness.
I'd make sure to not bring it up on the air like I did this one. Right. And just do it way down low. Anyway, all right. So I'm just, Terry, saying, don't close doors so quickly before you consider the entire scope of what Marina has to offer, what she's laying there on the platter.
Jeez, Stephen. God, you make it...
And what is really involved here? Now, a lot of threesomes.
Yes.
Especially when it's the girl that puts it together. When the girl goes out and she finds the female third party, and it's going to be your more common threesome with two girls on a guy, Terry. There are rules that the girl will put in place that the boyfriend that she has is not allowed to have any, how you say, can't avoid it even though it's a family show, penetration, Terry. Oh. But Marina has already allowed it to be known that is not part of her strict rules. If this thing were to be put in play, she would allow her boyfriend that luxury. Is that right?
Yes.
She would. Not even a hesitation. Not even a moment of thought. Not even a moment of reflection, Terry. Because I'm telling you, typically, even these days, Terry, as we get more and more liberal with our sex, women are still reluctant to let their men really enjoy the threesome as it's meant to be enjoyed. He's more left as a mere spectator, and it's just more or less a fraudulent threesome, even though it's dressed up as one. It's masqueraded as a threesome, but when you take off the mask, it's a hideous threesome that lies underneath.
It's pointless.
All right? But that's not what Marina's offering, Terry. Oh, you will be taken by both parties if you were to give your consent to this threesome. Not only would Marina be manhandling you, but so would her man.
Didn't you worry that maybe Terry will show her up a little bit? I mean, Terry's like the Jedi Master of the sex world. I mean, it's like having Yoda.
Well,
in your
that is something for you to consider, Marina. Terry Free has been through the sexual wars, and she's come out a battle victor every time.
Purple-headed heart.
Terry Free has won, Oak Leaf Cluster. She's won all kinds of awards. She has been through the battles of the bulge, and she... Hey, it's a real battle, Terry. Look it up. Wikipedia, the Battle of the Bulge.
I lose every year.
And she has won every one, Marina.
Oh, my God.
So what we're letting you know, before you're so on board with putting this plan in motion, not that Terry Free is going to agree to it. Looks like she's got her arms crossed. She's very uncomfortable talking about this, and she never will give in to this, even though she's dying to, deep inside. I think you should know, in case she did change her tune here, that you might be really with a rude awakening when your boyfriend has been through the Terry Free sexual mill and comes out a new man. He may not have the appreciation that he has for you now as far as whatever...
That's okay, though. That's okay. Like, he's just too damn perfect.
Whatever skills you have that he actually appreciates now are going to be really kind of... just in a...
You don't understand, like, my boyfriend is just
shadow
too
of what it was.
damn perfect. I would share him with as many girls as he wanted.
Wow!
He's so perfect.
I don't even care. He's
So
just
perfect,
too
she's got to
damn
share the wealth, Terry.
He doesn't
intrigue you at all.
And she wants to share the wealth with you. So you haven't had any threesomes with your boyfriend yet, is that right?
I'm sorry?
You haven't had any threesomes yet with your boyfriend. You want Terry Free to be the first.
He tells me he's a one-woman man.
Mm-hmm.
that's
and you'll
good.
show him.
Yeah, no, you're not. You'll do her right now.
Talk about reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Is that all you got to say?
Man.
I'm a one-woman man, and I'm all yours.
Try it out at home.
See how long that lasts, buddy boy.
Oh, my God.
Terry, it sounds like Marina sounds pretty hot. She sounds like sex, Terry.
Very cute,
Does she
yes.
sound like cute-ass sex or what?
Sure. If that,
Listen to her.
This is what cute-ass sex
Everyone
sounds
should,
like.
yes, everyone should sound so cute-ass sex-like on a Reno payphone, Terry. It's not
Right.
easy to master. It's not, you can't pull that off on just any person that you could get to the phone right now.
Right.
She's got it. You don't want to consider this? You don't want to ask any questions? You have no
No, I mean,
intrigue?
like, I've already set in my mind.
No, Marina, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Terry. I'm trying to toss Terry into this.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're really turning us on, Terry. Oh, this is foreplay? Hi.
Hi.
That's hot.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Oh, just, wow.
Bien, bien.
Oh, I'm really feeling the Filipino moment here.
Very good. Terry's fresh out of words.
Yeah, I am. As good as I get.
Okay, so this is where
No,
it ends,
I'm
Terry?
good. I don't need...
You're good.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Buzzkill.
Is it all because you're trying to stay away from any sense of being disloyal to the man that came and rescued you from a lifetime of sadness?
Oh, you mean next to you?
Yeah, that's a T-Man, I thought.
Yeah, that was the T-Man.
Well, I rescued you from a professional lifetime of sadness. He rescued you from an emotional and
because
an
I was,
overall lifetime of sadness, Terry.
Yeah, I was pretty much in the trash there.
No, I'm not saying you didn't do a good job fending for yourself and standing on your own 2 feet and all that, but there's only so long a human being is able to just hold on to that kind of strength that you
Without
did.
drowning.
Yeah,
Right.
and I commend you, Terry, for being as good as you were at doing just that. But even you, Terry, the victor of all battles, on all kinds of fronts, especially sexual, can only fight for so long.
Right.
before the wounds start just piling on top of each other and you have to fall to the ground as a beaten woman.
So you're not doing it because you're husband or what?
Oh, dear.
I got to keep you on track here.
Is that the main reason as well? Let's say he came to you. Not that he would.
Right.
Not that he's the type. Maybe he's totally the opposite personality. But let's say hypothetically he came to you and he said, I was listening and I don't see any problem with this, Terry. I give you my go-ahead.
Right.
Would you still be saying no, yes or no?
Yes, I would still be saying no.
And you'd be wondering what your husband was doing.
Yeah, I'd be like, what is your ordeal there? Yeah,
So this is a Terry
He just has
thing.
no interest whatsoever, regardless.
You are completely single. And this
Still no interest.
Wow.
Still.
Really?
I just don't have any interest.
Ask me that question. Being single or married, interesting.
The problem is the people that are interested.
Yeah, I know. They never
are
get the
not
offers.
interesting to the other people.
Marina, I don't know if this turns you on that much more. Terry Free's playing a little game with you.
Oh, yeah. This is how I get her in.
To make you chase and hunt her down that much more aggressively, but her answer is sounding like a very solid and definitive not interested, a.k.a. no.
She can ask Dave for the number after the break.
Yeah.
Dave, I'm going to need that number from her, please.
You've been turned down, Marina.
I've been turned down?
Yes.
By Terry?
By your new best friend, yes.
No, not Terry. My Terry. My Pede.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. Anyway, she's flipping out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds disappointed.
She's very disappointed, Terry. Couldn't even
Well, I can't help it if the interest isn't there, right?
Okay, I got it, yes. There it is.
Yeah.
There it was. There it could have been.
Could have all watched.
Oh, Jesus,
Steven.
I had the gallery all set up, Terry.
Popcorn's popping.
I had my little opera bifocals, my little binoculars all ready to go.
You hold them with one hand?
Mm-hmm, the ones you flip over like in Pretty Woman.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Oh, well.
But as always, Terry Free just rains on all our parade. Takes out her big schlong and just rains on peas on our parade.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Just a buzzkill.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. So all that's left is to sit around and think about what could have been.
Doesn't that make it better? A nice little fantasy there for you.
Yeah, actually, it's starting to, yes. Mm-hmm.
That way, when you go home tonight with your little mandatory sex night, you can really liven it up.
Oh, don't flatter yourself, Terry.
Yeah, Terry
Well,
wants
you
to
can
think of
replace
her.
me
That's
with
basically
your
what she's saying.
you can replace me with your wife in that situation. Would that turn you on?
By thinking of you when
No,
I'm having sex with my
no.
wife on mandatory sex night?
No, thinking of your wife and Marina.
Yes.
Oh, my wife and Marina.
Yes.
You'd be hot without the wife part, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Could work.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Keep going, Terry.
Okay. What else to get involved with it?
All right. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. I don't know if I can go on, Terry.
Oh.
All that excitement just drained out of my system. But we got to be professional and venture forth and move on. So when we get back, I'll go to the phones, and maybe they feel the same way, or maybe they'll re-energize us, Terry.
Oh.
Didn't even have any questions, huh?
No.
Ah. Comes from a nice family. They're celebrating a big family celebration in Reno, Terry.
Yes, congratulations.
Something's got to be said about that, right?
Oh,
that didn't factor into your thinking. It's not some sleazy girl that just wants to toss it around with her boyfriend.
What if she flew you and your family down to Reno? Something in it for you and the family.
A lot of awkward conversations. Mom, Dad, this is our threesome part.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. She's good at celebrating anniversaries, too. We'll put a little hat on her. She won't eat too much cake.
Can't promise you that.
Oh,
The T-Man Show.
Another toy recall. This time it's 250,000 SpongeBob SquarePants journals and address books. The products...
damn, that's my favorite. It's all from China, Terry.
I know.
And people out there that feel like China's purposely trying to kill our kids.
It seems that way because I mean, all the lead's coming from them.
Another toy recall. This time it's 250,000 SpongeBob SquarePants journals and address books. The product.
Oh, yes. Very important that your 4-year-old has an address book, Terry. So they can keep straight exactly who their friends are and where they live.
Right.
Santa Claus.
Wouldn't they have them in their BlackBerry, though?
One fur cord, North Pole.
China, and the metal spiral bindings may contain hazardous levels of lead paint. They also recalled today thousands of spinning tops, toy pails, and items of jewelry, all which may contain lead.
Terry, you a spinning top?
Oh, boy.
Have you been recalled?
No.
I've heard.
Don't have too much lead.
Through the radio grapevine, Terry.
Yeah?
That A, you are quite the spinning top, and you contain traces of lead.
I feel sorry for the poor kid that has to play with a top these days. Yeah, I got the Wii. I got a top.
And it's SpongeBob on top
and I'm going to die from playing with it.
Yeah.
Wow. Especially after I swallow it.
Yeah, they look really good.
Can't even swallow your Wii.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you that if your kids are eating their toys, well, I guess all kids put everything in their mouths.
They do.
Yeah. I have two very small children, Terry, 2.5 and 7 months, and I have yet to go around the house, and they have tons of toys, looking to see what's from where, and if there's any lead in this, that. I just am not concerned by this. Maybe I'm a bad dad or something.
Wow.
We got the lead testing kit.
Stephen, it doesn't
Do you
surprise
really?
me.
We do have a lead testing kit.
Really?
That is absurd. I mean, well, I guess that's great. I don't know what it is. What is a lead testing kit? You go around and beep, 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 beep.
Well, no, it's like
go through the toy store and go, oh, no, we're not buying this one.
Lead testing kit.
It's not been used, but you
Steven
have to
comes out of the lab and holds up the swab and what? What
Pulls
happens?
his glasses off slowly. Oh, my God.
It was the last toy you would have suspected, Amy. Well, what is the lead testing kit? I'm not even
put it on ourselves.
I swear, I haven't even got around checking the toys. Everyone's doing that. I feel like I should have done that by now.
I'm with you. I mean, today is the twins' 3rd birthday, and they've got toys all over the place. So,
and Jen had to sketch for dinner last night.
I know.
Refused to let that toy die. Anyway. I
really didn't even know they had lead testing kits.
They do.
Well, they had one, and it was sold to Stephen.
I bet they're selling a lot of them now.
No need to make 2. No one will buy this crap. All right, so what do you do with your lead testing kit?
Well, I've not used it, but I know there's like little Q-tip type things in there, and you have to dip something, and then you...
So just like all the sporting goods in your garage, you haven't used this either.
That's a nice way to get a dig in there while you're having a conversation with a guy.
Why would you buy a lead testing kit if you're not going to use it?
He probably has, but he feels embarrassed. So, well, I wouldn't use it, but, he didn't realize we'd think it was so funny, him telling us he has one.
Tell us about it, please, and how do you use it?
Well,
I mean, you went out and you made a conscious effort to buy it. Why wouldn't you then use it?
But
who bought it?
I would assume that my wife did if I didn't.
All right, so she went and she got a lead testing kit. So then all of a sudden it appears in your home.
Hey,
I mean,
what's this, honey?
That's something so... That's something so specific, you would think that if she purposely, consciously went out and made an effort to buy it, she would use it.
I think that I have not used it, but I think
she used it.
I think that we bought some toys somewhere, and there was a question about a recall, and that she had them tested that we were giving as a gift.
So you do the home lead testing evaluation.
Yes.
But how are they tested when you said it hasn't been opened yet?
I didn't say it hadn't been opened.
And can't you just look at the recall list from the store you just bought it from?
But we were testing it for some reason. I'm sorry that we're...
There's something they missed.
Doesn't want to poison
and the lead testing kit will figure it out.
As a gift to your darn kids, Terry. We're trying to keep you safe.
Darn kids.
What?
So many of them. Here's some lead for you.
You're like Oprah.
Have this pencil.
Come on, what?
Jeez.
What did you go? How do you know how you go around testing? I'm curious. I want to know. What do you do with your lead testing kit?
I did not see how it was done, but I know that there's like a little tube in there, and then you like drip something on it, like some sort of solution on it, and then you swab it, and then you put it on the little like the little testing kit, and it tells you whether there's lead in it.
A regular old CSI.
If there's a plus sign. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
All right. Well, you are really going beyond the call of duty to make sure that your young son is lead-free.
Yes, and then it's color-coded, so you know how to deal with it.
All right.
Wow.
There was, I do remember it now. Now that I'm looking at the lead testing kit website, why we did it is because there was we bought lunch boxes for people, and you're supposed to test for lead on those.
Lunch boxes?
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go.
Yeah, buying lunch boxes for people.
Well, it's a gift for somebody's kid.
People like to choose their own lunch boxes. That's the key to lunch boxes.
Looks like I got to use a stupid Dukes of Hazzard one.
They're more than welcome to throw them away. Doesn't matter to us.
China and the metal spiral bindings.
There's no lead in it, though, just so you know.
Okay. SpongeBob SquarePants journals and address books. The products are made in China.
You going to talk over the story?
Sounds like it.
There's more to say.
Another toy recall. This time it's 250,000 SpongeBob SquarePants journals and address books. The products are made in China, and the metal spiral bindings may contain hazardous levels of lead paint. They also...
Stephen will let us know in 15 minutes.
They also recalled today thousands of spinning tops, toy pails, and items of jewelry, all which may contain lead and pose a threat to children.
All right. There it is.
How the hell do you fit a toy pail in your mouth? You just fill it with rocks and sand and stuff. Who cares if it has lead in it?
What else? What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening in this world where everything is being recalled under the sun?
Well, according to this little article here, as the summer is winding down, it looks like the divorce rate goes up. Divorce attorneys are getting more and more calls.
Is your wife lead testing your ass, David? What was that now, Terry?
Divorce rates shooting up as the summer winds down.
So people can tolerate their intolerable wife through the summer, but once it starts getting a little brisk outside, I must get rid of that wench now.
Right, pretty much.
Or in a similar fashion, I'm sure it goes the other way. Women out there can deal with their husband while he's in his summer short shorts.
Jeez, short shorts.
But as soon as it starts to turn a little crisp outside, Terry,
summer short shorts.
As soon as the weather gets a little crispy, a little colder, as soon as the leaves change colors, they're not putting up with him another day. It's time to call good old divorce attorney. Now, let me find my SpongeBob SquarePants address book and look him up.
I think my wife hates me more in the shirtless summer.
You would think.
Shirtless seasons.
It's got to be men who can't tolerate their wives anymore after summer, because men can tolerate women even if they're terribly obnoxious through the summer because they wear less clothing and they look good, but hopefully. But women, no matter how good a guy looks, he just, if he's yours, just becomes really just grody if he's hanging around, his shirt off all the time. I mean, the first time you saw him, you were turned on by that, but that wears off fast in a lot of women's minds, right? So that they don't get all of a sudden inclined to get out of the situation when fall hits. It's more guys, right? Does it break it down by gender or
actually, no, they don't, but they do give a couple of different reasons as to why it is such.
All right, well, I'm up against a hard break, Terry. So we will find out those reasons as to why the divorce rates skyrocket once summer hits its final days and fall is here and upon us. That's interesting, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that people's ability to tolerate the people they supposedly are in love with kind of varies by season.
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is.
Summer, we put up with stuff we're not willing to put up with in the fall and winter. Those holiday blues coming earlier every year. Okay. We'll find out those reasons, as I said. Right into these words.
The T-Man Show.
Terry.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
Daddy. Don't forget that we have front row tickets for Saturday night's first installment of Comedy Jam 2007 to give away before the end of this show.
All right.
Front row.
And now that we're in the final hour, also notice the home stretch of the program for this morning, Terry. We better get focused. So I know you want to give us the reasons behind why the divorce rate goes even more through the roof, if you will, at this time of year, as opposed to the summer where we're much more tolerant of one another in our marital situations. I know you're dying to do that. I know you're dying to give us those reasons. Absolutely. But I would also like you at the same time, Terry, because I know you're a great multitasker, to find me perhaps a stat of the day that may be incorporated, like we tried yesterday, but went a different direction.
Yeah.
Because this front row, as I told you, is really starting to take shape for Saturday night. And I'm looking forward to making my little waltz, because you know I'm quite the waltzer, Terry, down the area of the front row to shake the hand of Eyebrowless Darren and Corny Corky and dude who yesterday had his mom hang up on him upon telling her the news that he gave her. If you were listening to yesterday's show, you know what I'm talking about. If not, shame on you. You should have been. Anyway.
Right.
Why you look for that, while you do that, why don't you tell us why, Terry? Why should divorce lawyers' phones be beginning at this moment to ring off the hook as the summer winds down and the fall months start to make its presence felt, Terry? Why should that happen?
Well, one of the little theories here is that they say is that summer is all for fun, and then once the fall comes in, it's
Fall's
all
a more serious time.
Yes, business. It's all about business.
And when serious times hit, you have to reevaluate the major factors of your life. And a major factor of your life is that schlub sitting on that lazy boy.
Yeah, I'm going to need another beer. The Packers are about to score here.
Mm-hmm. Ring, ring, oh, divorce lawyer.
Well, that's pretty sad that divorce is so seasonal like that, Terry.
Well, and it is.
And we can't just stay all upbeat like as if it were summer all year round.
Yeah. They also say here that in the summer you have a few more little flings, you know, of the adultery type.
People get more adulterous during the fall and winter months than they do in the summer?
Yes. No, that summer is more of a time for being adulterous.
Oh, is that right?
So, yeah, you find out about it, and then the next thing you know, in the fall...
Oh, you find out in the fall.
Yeah. You go, so that's what you did.
We're on a 7-second delay. There's that 2-month delay of finding out that your spouse has been unfaithful to you during the summer months.
Yeah.
Well, summer months, there's a lot less potential of false advertising with the woman you're taking to the Red Roof Inn, Terry. You pretty much see her in her little skimpy outfit. You know what you're dealing with. It's not one of those big... cover-up type outfits you may have on in the fall and winter months, and you undress her and you realize the pile that you know have committed yourself to cheating on your wife with.
Yeah, not good.
What the hell needs that?
Oops.
Right.
What kind of body do you have here? My gosh, I would have never imagined that. Whoa. Well, I guess I'm in too deep now. Let's just do it and get it over with.
In the summer, you always have the bad influence friend that owns a boat and wants you to come out with hot girls. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Well, I guess you have no choice in that situation.
I know.
Oh, of course. We've already established the no-choice rule.
There's been no one who's been able to turn down an invitation on the high seas.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Man.
Or a local lake, one of the two. Sounds good. Either way, I'm in. A river.
Yeah, a lot of sleazy, greasy guys like to act all silly on boats.
They love having a boat.
Yeah, they
girls
do.
will get tapas is perfect, dude.
Remember that guy in radio who I will keep nameless because he's such a pile?
Yeah.
He used to, the rumor was, he used to like lure women out on his boat.
Not a rumor.
And just when he had them to the point where they had no choice but to either stay there the rest of their lives or have sex with him and then eventually start to go back to shore. He would pretty much hit them with that little proposition.
Wow.
You either can stay out here until we rot or you can have sex with me, one of the two.
I got a sleeping bag right here. You and I can go in the sleeping bag or you can go in it alone with a bowling ball.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
And over the edge. So take your pick there, lady.
Look at Rocky's down there for you.
Really?
Yes. There was that hardcore rumor out there that they were saying. Well, there are a lot of like real nasty, sleazy radio guy rumors, Terry.
Right.
But this one was one of the cake takers.
Yeah, I would
good.
say so.
He had a history of getting women out on that boat. And whether they did or didn't want to have sex with him, they eventually complied. So it was like consensual sex.
Sure. Against their will, granted. But
he would just sit there on the boat. I can wait you out.
Right.
But we ain't going anywhere until we do it.
I'm just going to go ahead and pull this plug here on the bottom of it, and let me know when you want me to put it back in. Okay?
I'm an idiot. I just went water skiing with my friends. Guy friends on the boat.
You didn't know you could have this kind of power with your boats, do you? Huh?
You and your guy friends.
Mm-hmm. I think you're the guy we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, Tony, we can sit here all day.
Tony.
Or you can take the plug out.
That's right. Holy crap.
Steven, I didn't want to.
Oh my gosh.
You gave me no choice. I didn't want to reveal that I was talking about you.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's time people found out.
Okay.
Wow.
Dressing it up as a water skiing afternoon.
Yeah.
There are no water
outing.
skis here.
Right.
Don't even have a rope.
Steven was riding slalom.
Oh, yeah.
So that was both reasons? Is that all the reasons?
No, they give other reasons.
Wow, there are too many reasons as to
Well,
why
just
people are
like
just
two more,
needing
really.
to get divorced in the fall, Terry. Terry, the fall is just weeks away.
Yeah, it is.
After Labor Day is the clear signifier that summer is
officially over.
Closing down. It's an all-out, closed-down sale.
Yeah.
And fall is here.
Yes.
Oh, Labor Day is kind of a sad holiday.
It really is.
I agree.
It's not good. They should move it later.
So if they move it, it will trick us into thinking we have more summer. Is that right?
October.
Well, they moved daylight savings time.
That's true.
They can move Labor Day to at least last week of September as opposed to first week of September.
Right. That makes more sense to me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, those who labored wouldn't mind.
Then move Memorial Day to April.
Jeez, you
All right, let's widen out this summer thing. Come on. To coincide with the daylight savings hours.
Right.
Hey, I think we're on to something there. And the 4-day work week while we're at it.
Yeah, let's just add those all in.
What are some other reasons, Terrence?
They say the temperature. Lee Rosen, who is a New York divorce attorney, says as temperatures rise, tempers flare, and marriages dissolve.
So now I'm confused.
Yeah,
you're saying that people get more divorce-oriented in the fall and the winter. And now you're saying as temperatures rise, tempers flare.
You're in the summer months, your temperature, you get into more arguments, it's hot, that's what they're referring. So it leads into
really,
divorce into the fall, like I said.
But you're letting me... No, it's not like you said, because you're letting me sit here and say, oh, people are willing to tolerate each other in the summer, and then they get divorced in the fall. That's not it. People are getting in the altercations in the summer. People are getting in the mode of, I want to divorce you in the summer, and then finally it takes place in the fall. So why are you letting me hang out there like a big matzo ball, Terry, and talk about things that I think sound right, and yet you know all along aren't right?
Well, because to some extent that you are right.
Oh, I don't know anymore. I don't really care.
Let's talk about that radio guy.
Just go get divorced. Let's talk about that dude who gets people on his boat.
Yeah, what a perv.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for carrying the sleeping bag.
Oh, really? Wow,
Maybe.
I didn't know that.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty inside. Nobody knows.
We're talking inside code right now, Terry.
So inside.
We're talking so inside code that Terry doesn't even know who we're talking about.
No clue.
But I got it now.
Steven knows who in radio we're talking about. We're talking about him, the guy with the lead testing kit.
That's right.
That guy is funny.
Well,
not really.
Here I was telling you how I haven't even checked my two very small children's toys, Terry, to see if they were made in China, see if there was anything. I'm pretty sure that those items that have been notarized or recognized in these news stories as potential threats, as recalled items, aren't amongst my kids' toys. But here I am saying I never even did a once-over of my kids' toys.
Right.
And then Steven has to make me feel extra bad as a parent by saying, oh, we got a lead testing kit.
Right.
Jeez.
You're not the only one he made feel bad, okay? Everybody
I go home dusting for lead every day.
You picked up a couple of hazmat suits yesterday. Ready to roll.
Got one that's custom made for little Ben.
People are freaking out about the lead, though. Has anybody died from it? Is that what? I mean,
I don't know. What's the deal,
I
man?
don't think
I'm telling you, I
anybody's-
used to chew pencils for a living when I was in like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Those pencils, did they have real hardcore lead, or was it more mercury? What was it?
They don't have lead anymore.
Lead. Well, Mercury
Lead's like
would
old
definitely
school.
be dead right about now.
Or like graphite or something?
Yeah, it's different now.
But
yeah, they've changed. Back when, in the old days there,
geez.
whatever.
When I was chewing on my pencils, they were real hardcore lead, right? I was sucking on them, and I'm fine. Didn't I turn out fine?
Sure.
Man, that's all I would do. From 8 a.m. until 3, all I would do for a living in class is suck on lead.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, what was his name again?
Johnny Lead.
Okay, I was just checking.
Yes. If only I can get him on my boat.
Johnny Lead.
Nowhere to run.
Well, all right, Terry, you hopefully are able to find a stat that maybe we'll find so fascinating that we'll use as a device to give away front row. Not second row, not middle rows, not grassy knoll. We're talking about front row seats to Comedy Jam 2007. And, oh, by the way, this just in. A new small, very, very isolated small batch of Comedy Jam tickets have been released for both shows.
Wow.
So you could go on the websites that pertain to you, either the Wild 94.9 website or the KUBE 93 website. www in front of both, to be precise. And maybe you'll be able to get lucky enough, if you don't win them here, to get some of the very final remaining tickets to both shows. Saturday night is the first of the two. So go to wild949.com and cube93.com, and maybe, I may be wrong, maybe you go there and you find it's completely sold out, but I don't think so. I think there have been some newly released last-minute, last-chance tickets for Saturday night, and for the show in Seattle, Terry, there's more time, but very, very few remaining tickets. Mm-hmm. So maybe you don't even want to stop and take a chance to hear Terry Free's stat. Well, you should. Because he's a front row.
Yeah.
But then shortly after you realize you're not going to be the one to get them, you jump on those websites and make sure you're there, because this is the place to be. All right? Summer is in its final days. End it in style. Now, what is your stat of the day, Terry? And I'll decide whether it is, because I do have a woman on the line who has a unique idea for how to win these front row tickets. Maybe I'll go with her, Terry.
All right.
I'm not even going to tell you. I don't want to put the pressure on you.
Oh, jeez, great.
Unless you're on my boat. What do you got as a stat of the day? Pick a good one.
Okay, well, according to a new study, what % of Americans between the ages of 75 and 85 years old have had sex last year?
Ew!
Oh, wait. Actually,
75 and 85.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty old last I checked, Terry. You can thank nothing but Viagra for this. All right? Viagra and only Viagra is the reason that there actually is a statistic to talk about amongst people 75 to 85 having sex. What were you about to say now?
Well, you could answer that little stat, or this one may be a little bit better.
So all of a sudden you're throwing your first stat out the window.
Well, because this actually I think may be a little bit more interesting. Of a stat.
I like the first stat.
Kind of it
grow
does,
the old people sex.
Well, this still has to do with.
Ironically, sitting here eating Grandma's cookies.
This does still have to do with.
Grandma outdid herself today, Terry. She must have got a good last night from Grandpa.
Really?
Because Grandma's cookies that I got out of the vending machine, taste very, very good today.
Okay.
Oh, and look on the back. Oh, look. What a surprise. Grandma's Frito-Lay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your other
This
stat?
still has to do with the elders having sex.
Oh, so
type of stat. It kind of goes hand in hand.
I
along
see.
With it.
So it's not a completely different stat.
Right.
All right.
Of those that had sex last year,
how many died during the act?
No.
Oh. All right.
Again, between the ages of 75 and 85 years old.
While eating lead-filled toys.
No.
And Grandma's cookies.
Mm-hmm.
What % of those say they either performed or received?
Oh, geez, don't go there, Terry.
Yes.
We're there.
Yeah.
It's too late.
It is.
What? Performed or received what?
The
talent show awards? Yes.
The oral pleasure.
Oh, Lord. That is nasty. Terry, my parents are in their late 60s. Actually, on the very... my dad is now past 70 now, I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's there.
He is.
And the thought of him laying back...
Oh, man.
And letting Rita go to town like that, Terry, is just so... I can't think of a more vile thought than that. Okay?
When you put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stephen's just...
When you make it personal.
When you make it personal.
Yeah, what's worse, grandparents or parents, though? I mean,
well, my parents are grandparents.
I know, but if you had a picture of one of the two getting filleted.
Mm-hmm. Well, fortunately...
My mom's 85, okay?
When my grandparents were around, there was no such thing as Viagra, so this wasn't even a thought. All right, Grandpa Frank.
Grandpa Frank
is up there going, well, sucks to be me.
Yeah, I agree. Grandpa Soden got screwed.
Grandpa Frank is up there in heaven, Terry, playing cards.
Ooh, Lordy.
Like he loved to do.
Yeah.
Watching the Mets. Died at a Mets game.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Parking lot of a Mets game.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Massive heart attack, died. Bam. And I'm a huge Mets fan.
Any more uplifting stories? Good for the day.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, let's go back to the stat, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So those, I mean, which one's more interesting to
They're
you?
both
I
pretty
guess?
interesting. I think I heard there was a big I saw this online yesterday. There was a big new study about old people and sex. I didn't dare click it. Grandpa kind of luring some grandmas on his boat.
Right.
I don't have to go anywhere until you finagle me.
Wow.
Is that the word?
I just short. I don't know. Fillet, maybe. I don't know.
I like it. I'm going with it.
Fillet of fish.
I'm running with it. Steven has to take everything and put his food spin on it.
That's right.
Terry,
Yes.
the stat again, the first question was what now?
What percent of Americans between the age of 75 and 85 years old
Had
have
sex
had
last
sex
year. Last year.
Right.
Of all the people out there between 75 and 85, what percent of them had sex last year?
Yeah.
Give me the exact number. Give me the stat, Terry, and then we'll use your second one.
Okay.
As the one that will decide who gets to sit in the front row. What percent of old people had sex last year, Terry?
26%.
26%?
Yes.
Wow. It's more than 1 out of 4 old person.
I know.
Slamming away.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing it good tonight.
Wow.
Well, it's probably mandatory sex night.
Wow.
Roped into this thing years ago.
Man, it's all about Viagra, man. It's so crazy.
There's probably some couples that wanted to, but just forgot the whole year. So, there's probably more active people.
Now you want to take it as we consider the fact that 26% had sex. What percent had sex of the oral variety?
Correct.
That's not good.
Stephen.
Yeah, my grandpa has trouble finding his glasses. I mean, I couldn't imagine him remembering to do this.
So what do we keep going? So someone gets it right on the dot or what?
Sure.
How about we do a higher or lower game? Make this quick and easy, like Grandpa would want it.
So they get to ask either Jesus Christ. They get to ask either higher or lower.
So then they're going to win, right? Obviously.
No. The first person who calls in is actually at a major disadvantage.
Right.
Because all the ones that follow get to hear whether it's higher or lower. So,
multiple contestants.
So Purnell is the only one who has one shot to guess it on the nose.
Oh.
Which is, I'm sure, where Grandpa... anyway.
Yeah.
That
was an easy one there.
Right.
I just decided to go away from it. Purnell.
What's going on, T-Man?
Are you listening here or what?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what percent of these old people that are having sex like mad people had sex of the oral variety last year? What percent?
Man, that's nasty, but about, I'd say 12%.
Terry, he heard the 26% had your standard more, I'm assuming missionary, who knows what they're swinging from chandeliers, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, let's...
Walkers.
Yeah,
Is it 12%?
No, it is not.
Is it higher or lower than 12%?
It is higher.
Wow!
I should have gotten a second guess just because he was first.
I'll have to make it back in, Stephen. You know something? When you have your own show, you can do it your way. The Kilbreath show will be a lot more fan-friendly.
Me and Daniel, or whatever that guy's name was.
Purnell, but you were close.
No, the guy who...
Oh, right.
Daniel in the morning.
That'd be Darren. But
Darren, yeah, right.
Yes. He can't remember the guy's show's name. Won't get caught in the diary. Anyway. Daniel in the morning's ratings will be way up.
I hope it's not a SpongeBob diary.
Oh, jeez, no. Die of poisoning.
Jeremy!
Wouldn't surprise me with those
Where you
people.
calling from?
Oh, goodness.
Jeremy!
What's up, T-Man?
Where you at?
I'm calling from San Jose.
You got a guess?
Yeah, I sure do, boss.
You're the expert on old people and oral.
The expert.
Yes, and your guess
Do a lot of
is?
time on the side.
Your guess is what? What did he say? Something
My guess
nice?
I don't even want to know.
18%.
What percent?
My guess is 18%.
18%, Terry. Is it, in fact, 18%?
No.
Oh. Is it higher or lower than 18%?
Again, it is higher.
Oh, that's getting even more grimy.
I know.
Grandma's work is never done. I'm assuming it's all about Grandma on Grandpa. Of course. Oral is a two-way street.
Take the teeth out.
I wish it wasn't.
Wow. More than 18%, Terry, of people. What are they? What's this age range again? 75 to 85?
Yes.
This is absurd. I said absurd.
Understand.
Edward.
Yes.
How you doing there, Eddie?
Hello.
Eddie!
Yes.
Would you have given the last caller another guess again, too, Stephen?
No, I just thought the disadvantage was being the
Where's
first
the
caller.
leniency end with you?
Yeah.
Stephen in the morning show sucks. I'm out of here.
Edward?
Yes.
We don't want you anyway.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, of course not. How you treat your customers. Did you hear the other guesses, Edward?
I would say...
Huh?
I say 75%.
75%,
Wow.
Terry. Is
Holy
Edward's going 3 out of 4. Or just...
Dude.
Wow.
Well, if you're going to do it, you might as well.
The Viagra, yeah, I'm telling you, man, these old people's schlongs just flapping around years ago, and now they're all full of life. And Edward says 3 out of 4 were getting their lances waxed there, Terry. What do you think? Is that right? Is that on the money?
No, that is wrong as
geez.
well.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is it higher or lower?
Oh, jeez, he's taking over.
Getting ready to call back.
He
Wants to know
is.
if he should guess higher or lower, Terry.
Lower.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, we've got a ending point and a beginning point. That's right.
Eli!
Yeah.
Your guess.
Hey, what's going on, T-Man?
How are you doing? Time is short and so am I. What's your guess, Eli?
I'll say 33%.
33%.
Okay, all right. Wow.
Terry, is it 33%?
Winner! Ding, 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 ding. 33%.
Right on the dot?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Eli, you looked this up somewhere?
No, man.
Be honest.
I'm actually at work right now.
Eli,
There's no way.
I swear to you, Eli, that if you say, "Hey, this story was pretty prominent on the internet," as George Bush would say yesterday, or at least it was on, yesterday. If Eli wants to admit that he read this story and knows the exact stat because of that, I will absolutely still give him his tickets. Did you know this because you read about it, Eli? Yes or no?
Not at all, man. Honestly, man, I could tell because she said 26%, so I figured, what, 3 more percent, 4 more percent, probably get a little peakier.
Oh, he's giving us his reasoning term, but I didn't hear a word of it.
But 33% isn't that unusual of a guess because of the third, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it's 33% on the dot.
On the
so
dot.
the game is already over.
It's
that
done.
quick. Oh,
Yes.
before it started. I was just getting into it, not really. Eli, congratulations, sir.
Eli!
You're sitting front row for Comedy Jam 2007. Can't wait to meet you.
Yeah.
Don't reach into my popcorn.
Hey, T-Man, guess what, man?
What?
You actually connected me to my boy Ricky the other day when he was at the
I remember Ricky who dove in for the Barry Bonds ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Another engaged.
Wow. Small world, huh? Remember we had Ricky and Eli get together after all those years of the lack of communication?
I do.
Well, now you can call Ricky. You guys could sit in the front row.
Nah, he's kind of a dick.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think someone else.
Suck. Pussy down, couldn't get that ball.
Yeah, I thought he'd be rich.
All right, Eli. Oh, geez. Eli, congratulations. You're sitting in the front row, man.
Way to go.
Thanks a lot, man.
Are you pumped or what?
I'm psyched, man.
There you go. Congratulations. Hang on the line. Yes.
I'll sit anywhere front row.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Wait till Lisa Lampanelli gets a look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Tear him apart.
Oh, gosh.
Well, then there it is.
Yeah.
Now you know.
We do know.
About the old people.
Man.
I probably could have gone all year without ever hearing any of that.
Yes.
I know, okay.
You could have counted me in for the rest of my life without hearing that. That would have been fine.
The T-Man Show.
Yeah, two time. Mm-hmm. Terry.
Yes, T-Man.
As we bring the show to a close, you're even shutting your laptop down. Oh, Terry Free is ready to make a quick dash of an exit. What did we learn today on the program? Stephen Kilbreath, I call on you.
Wow. Old people like to get busy.
Oh, last story on the show is all he remembers.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, what did we learn then?
I was asking you, Stephen.
Well, now I ask you.
Oh, I don't know. I can pass the last story. Anyway. Tari.
You gotta start calling her that. 3 people think it's funny.
Only we get it. Anyway, as I told you, those front row tickets, there's only one pair left of front row tickets left to be given away, or at least for the show on Saturday night, and then we start focusing on front row for your second Comedy Jam extravaganza. But before we sign off here for the morning, How about one more extra pair, not front row, but of Comedy Jam tickets to be won at 1-866-663-T-Man as a reward. Yet again, the late listeners of the morning show program and the early morning listeners continue to just seethe with anger, Terry.
Yeah,
but I did give away early this morning.
Yes,
I gave away a pair of tickets to start the show. Not in the front row, but just a random pair. How about a pair to end the show? Wouldn't that be nice, Teddy?
It would be very nice.
Yes. And as I said, some very limited, newly released tickets have been made available that if you don't win these tickets I'm giving away now, you're in the final moments as we count down the days to Comedy Jam. Go to wild949.com or cube93.com and punch the link up and buy tickets.
Oh, we put you on the link, all right.
No, jeez, you got...
The ticket prices go as low as, down in the range of $15. Come on. There's no excuse for you no excuse for you not to be at the last big blast of summer.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's second to last.
Yes, there's your second to last blast. No excuse for you not to be at the last blast of summer 2007.
2 days, 9 hours, 12 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Oh, jeez. You are on the air. Who's this?
Charisse.
Charisse?
Yeah.
From where?
Seattle.
That's so funny. And what can I do for you, Charisse?
I was just hoping to win those Comedy Jam tickets.
And if you weren't in line to win them, would you be going, or you would just say, well, it wasn't meant to be? You wouldn't be attending, or what? You were planning on letting it go, passing on by in your life, huh? You don't.
I really want to win the tickets. I know that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I really want to go, and it'd be really cool.
I really want to go. I just don't want to pay for it.
Right.
Charisse, what are you doing right now?
I am driving my flatbed for work. I'm working.
Driving her flatbed. That is hot. Well, let me tell you. She is so capably driving that flatbed and yet so able to dial the 800 number so quickly that she was the fastest fingers in to the show, Terry. That is a talented woman.
Yes.
Charisse, I'm pointing out that you were the first caller in. Congratulations.
Good job.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Well, that doesn't mean you won anything.
Right, we were just saying that you were the first person to dial in.
I've been trying forever to win these tickets. You guys don't understand.
So people just wait around hoping that they'll win tickets, and then all of a sudden they find out the show is sold out. Don't let that happen to you. Charisse is one of the lucky ones.
Yes, she is.
Thank you so much.
Charisse is going to Comedy Jam. Charisse is going to Comedy Jam 2007. Now, what are you wearing?
Thank you.
What are you going to wear to the show?
What?
What are you going to wear to the show?
I'm going to have to go buy a whole new outfit. I'm going to look great.
Go out and buy a whole new outfit.
Oh, absolutely.
To look good as far as Summer Jam, and it also doesn't clash with her pickup truck. Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Hang on the line.
Way to go,
Okay.
There it
Charisse.
is.
Woo! Good job.
Under the wire, last minute tickets for this morning.
Yes.
Charisse. Got it done.
All right.
I love women truck drivers. That's pretty cool.
Flatbed.
Yeah, some real authentic stuff, Terry. None of these fraudulent, I just look good in it. And although they're right, Terry,
Yes.
she sounds like she's doing some serious work out there.
She is.
Mm-hmm. All right. She's one of the last of a dying breed with the hair under her arms.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to giggle at Comedy Jam, Terry. Gotta take care of Charisse.
The T-Man Show.